Law. 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 Law.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Context Cocktail. My name is Garrett Stone. I am going to be your host this evening. We are going we're going live, going live a little earlier than usual, just because we felt like it. And that's how this podcast works. We decide what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, and you have to deal with it. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys are having fun. I'm just going to let y'all trickle in here. Let y'all figure out what's going on. I should probably share this like on my social media pages or something, so that way people will actually watch it. No. Whoppa! Oh God, that was Axe. Jesus Christ.
I gotta put this up. This is actually somebody's.
Now it smells like a 10-year-old boy's bedroom.
I
Fuck.
gotta put it up.
Yeah, go put it up.
It didn't belong to me.
No, it didn't. It's not even mine. So, you see, this is what I have to corral. This is what I have to deal with, alright? I have to deal with this shit all the time.
Wait till you see my next magic trick.
No. 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 Yo, we got a cocktail. Drinky Drew.
What's going on, ladies and gentle beans?
What is it?
Gentle beans?
No, it's the context.
It's the Context Cook Pop. That burns my eyes.
Yeah, because it's incense. Get your fucking shit out of here, dog.
Fuck.
That
wasn't worth it.
No, it really wasn't. Was the bit worth it? Was it worth the bit?
No, it doesn't even smell good.
No, I know it doesn't. And yet you light it every damn day. Every day.
I gotta put that cherry out. That's good.
Okay. All right. While Tim is doing damage control.
I'm back. I'm back.
All right. So Tim, what are we doing tonight?
We're gonna talk about the Joker movie. So if you haven't seen it, oh well. Also,
Yeah.
we got a special guest.
Yeah, that's why there's not just one drink, not just 2 drinks, but 3.
We
drinks.
got 3 alcohol ignitions.
And do you know why we
Who
have?
it is?
It's you. And,
Oh, it's us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's y'all.
Yep. How's everybody doing tonight? I personally don't know how many people we have watching.
I think because we started early, people aren't used to it.
Likely so.
Yeah, people aren't used to the newer or the earlier time. And like I told them, we just started early because we wanted to start early. Like, hello?
That's right.
I feel like Jeffree Star. Hi, how are you?
If you guys don't know that alien person.
If you don't know that alien guy on YouTube that does makeup and Shane Dawson videos,
Yeah.
you should, dude.
Apparently he's like a...
Shane Dawson's popping off.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
He's been popping off since he started his little like documentary escapades, right?
sure.
But right now, like, I'm in love with Shane Dawson and his content. Like, it's so good.
It is. It's really, really good.
Because it's good documentary style stuff.
Plus, he cashes out every time.
Oh yeah.
Like, every vid's like 15 to 20 mil.
Yeah, 15 to 20 million views. It's ridiculous.
So every series, he's making 6 figures, easy peasy.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's no way that YouTube can't monetize those. Plus, he gets on the trending page every video.
Oh, wow. Those numbers jump pretty quick. We ain't looking at rookie numbers no more, boy.
I don't got nothing.
I got 5 on me.
Hey, welcome.
I got 5 on it. You ever see that movie? I know we're not talking about that movie tonight. We're talking about the Joker tonight.
I've not.
Golly, we got 7 now. Don't freak out, people. I know we're talking about different stuff right now, but we're just trying to get to capacity, and then we're going to bring in the special guest. We're going to talk about the movie.
Yeah.
And what we thought about the movie. Because
Yeah.
we watched it. Did we watch it
We watched it Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, we watched it Monday. So it's so fresh right now.
It's pretty fresh in the head.
Yeah, it is so fresh in the brain noggin that it's kind of hard to not.
And let me tell you something.
kinda hard to know.
I got a lot to say.
We got some stuff to talk about. But before we dive into that, I just want to introduce our special guest for the night.
Special guest for tonight.
Our special guest for tonight is our good friend Zachary Big Lane. I consider him one of my best friends. The man knows what he's doing with media, right? He's also a media production guy.
Major.
He's a media production major. I'd go so far as to call him a wizard. I mean, he's damn good at what he does. And so we brought him in because, we're a bunch of media nerds talking about media things. And so Zachary Big Lane, come on down.
Yay! I don't want to do studio applause. Ah! Ah! Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the disaster that is this podcast.
I guess I should crack this open.
Hey,
Yeah,
let the
popper, dude.
member,
Pop the popper
my
up.
boy What's up, Lithium Ember? Glad to see you join us, man. Caleb McCluskey.
Yes, sir.
McCluskey, all
Oh
right.
my gosh, we got McCluskey in here. How's it going, man?
Hello, McClucky.
Oh, hi. And we have my dog, Lexi. You can't see her because she's under my chair,
Oh,
but she
this
loves
isn't
us.
about you.
Yeah, it is.
Now is not the time.
But it's all about her. It's about her always. She just had heartworm treatment. You have to be gentle with her.
She's delicate.
She is delicate. She's a delicate little flower.
So, I want to know, if any, how many people that are watching have seen the Joker movie yet? Have any of you seen it? And if you haven't seen it, are you prepared for potential spoilers? Because we're going to be talking about a lot of very specific stuff.
Yeah, very.
So let us know. We need to know. All the dogs want to
All
be...
the dogs have just like all the dogs come in. They're just like, "Yo, what's good?"
You can't even watch movies.
But I mean, they could.
It'd be in black and white.
All right, Caleb. We're glad that you stopped in for Zach.
It's my boy.
We're glad
Yes,
you
sir.
came in. Hey, look, if you enjoy what we're doing tonight, we do this every week. So
Yeah, it guaranteed every Wednesday.
guaranteed. And the Saturdays, we're still kind of sketchy on Saturdays because we don't know what work schedules look like.
And then sometimes Sundays.
And then sometimes we do Sundays just for funsies. Yeah.
All right, so overall general question in the beginning. How much did you enjoy the movie, and what would you give it out of 10?
Jesus, dog. Hey, Lexi.
Avoiding the question.
All right.
Answer the question.
Oh, ouch. Move.
Move that hot dog shaped dog.
Oh my gosh.
She's just like, nah, man. I'm chilling. We're big vibing.
All right, well, you can big vibe.
Oh my God.
I'm trying, okay? Listen, she's a beefy girl, but she doesn't like to go where I tell her when I tell her to go.
While he's doing his thing.
Yeah, go ahead. You answer.
Out.
Just on everything from color, the way that color was used to define mood,
Sick palette.
camera angles, use of camera movement to help depict the kind of the motion and help propel the story forward.
Yeah.
And overall storyline as far as character development goes, definitely for me, I would probably say an 8 out of 10. And that might be a biased opinion because I am a huge fan of the character of the Joker in general, but for me,
Yeah.
I would definitely say an 8 out of 10.
Okay, that's a solid B.
Repeat the question. Just
Like-
general.
How much did you enjoy the movie, and with that enjoyment, what would you give it out of 10?
I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I think that the story was well told. It was an original story. It wasn't necessarily stuck and like drenched in Batman lore, right?
Yeah.
But it
was
definitely,
nice.
yeah. But it told an original story. It told a compelling story, and it portrayed very accurately a lot of things that we're gonna jump into later in the podcast. But and just cinematically, the movie was freaking gorgeous. So I would say for sure for me, I'd give it a solid. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
Hands down, the last decade, top 10.
Oh, absolutely.
I would agree with that.
100%. It's easily 9 out of 10.
And I'm a sucker for the Purges and the Conjuring movies. I'm
Yeah.
a sucker. I am.
I'll go ahead and admit, I've never seen either of those.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Well, guess what we're doing next? Guess what we're doing in a few weeks? We're
When we
gonna
get
have
the get the projector and the sound system, dude.
Oh yeah.
It do be spoopy season, so
I mean, it do
now's
be.
the time to watch them.
Jesus.
Yeah. All right. What about you? Overall enjoyment?
I thought. Here's my thing. That question has layers to it.
Yeah.
So for
Absolutely.
me, if you're going in, and a lot of people aren't telling like friends and family and such this. If you're going in expecting a superhero, supervillain movie,
You're
you're,
not gonna
going
get
to
it.
the wrong film.
You're not gonna get it.
Like
Hell
this
no.
is so psychology based. Like this is so psycho thriller based. It is almost black and like day and night compared to like your basic Batman movie and then
Yeah.
whatever else. So don't go in expecting a superhero movie and you've got not a good movie, but a fantastic. Like this movie is fan-freaking-tastic, especially if you're like interested in psychology and people going through like psychosis. Like it's so freaking good.
Go.
I kind of agree. I mean, I'll meet you guys in the middle. I give it like an 8.5.
There you go.
Okay.
Like, and like you said, the colors.
Oh yeah.
And I know that's a weird thing to geek out about unless you're like a media nerd or whatever.
Hey.
But like, a big theme throughout the entire movie is whoever was in charge of all the coloring really liked yellow.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a grotesque kind of yellow. It was like ominous, but at sometimes it was contorted to look kind of bright.
Yeah.
And like it really, really set the tone in a weird way. Like it was really good.
That's actually some of the first stuff I took notes about was color scheme and just like the overall palette. So I mean, I don't know where to kind of segue into that topic, but
That's a great segue.
any more depth that you could provide about color and the way it pervade that it helped impact the mood or reinforce kind of what was going on.
I think they used color to push the audience's like psyche towards an emotion.
Yeah.
Like I think in scenes where they were trying to make you feel a certain kind of way to set up suspense, the colors were more popping and vibrant and kind of spastic. And then in those like monotone like moments where it's either already in a dark place or you're setting up a dark place, you could tell because like the colors got a little bit more bland, a little bit more like crude, I guess.
I would agree. Yeah.
It got more washed.
Yeah.
Well, I even took a note that it was a lot of dark and obscure stuff when it was moments of darkness.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then kind of like coattailing off of what you said, in moments of like where he was actually functioning at like a level where he wasn't in his own head.
Yeah.
It
Like
was
when
a
he
lot
was with
more,
his mom.
Right. It was a lot
Yeah.
more like orangey yellow, kind of warm, vibrant kind of feel.
Yeah. And then like, it was really, to me, it was cleverly done. Like, because even in the end, the last bit, like, he's on a talk show, and it's like an old 80s, 90s talk show. And you can't make that look dreary because no talk shows look dreary.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
bright colors, big flashing lights, camera backdrops, everything's bright and popping. So what they did to compensate for that was a lot of the shots they used that old 80s style filter where everything was kind of grainy and sandy
Yeah.
looking.
Mhm.
So like even when they didn't make it look dark, there was still the presence of that darkness, which to me that's just fucking smart.
Yeah.
Like that's just good play.
That's smart filming. I don't even know who the DP was on this.
I have no idea.
You know what? I'm gonna look it
You
up.
did such a good damn job though.
Speaking of like the obscure stuff when it gets into more moody content,
Yeah.
not only were colors used really well in this film, I feel like the use of shadows was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
and
Obnoxiously
like I can't remember the DP for the first Godfather, but you could tell the DP for this film is a fan of the Godfather.
Lawrence Sher, who was also the DP for the Hangover movies, he works with Todd Phillips and Zach Braff. Like that's who he works with.
Okay.
But like
Yeah.
the use of shadows, a
Yeah,
couple spots
like on
where it's
the
like
face
like
and the
super
eyes.
prominent is that first scene with his psychiatrist, his therapist lady in the office.
Yeah, and there's like
When he was sitting there,
Holy shit.
it started as just darkness around his eyes, but then as she read the line, and spoiler,
Yeah, spoilers.
I hope my death makes more sense than my life. Whenever that line popped up and she read it and it panned back up, literally like half of his face was just closed.
it had mad Michael Corleone vibes.
Yeah,
Because
ton of that.
Oh shit, that's got layers.
Yeah, like throughout the film, that's present too. Like pretty heavy.
Like just in case there's no media nerds in the chat right now, the thing with The Godfather, what we're referring to right now, is like if you watch The Godfather, Michael Corleone is like the central piece, and the director used
Godfather.
yeah, he used shadow to show you Michael Corleone going from a good person to falling into the family business, which is the mafia. So like in the beginning, his face is fully cast, no shadow, whatever. As he begins to doubt himself and join the family, start killing people, etc., more shadow, until he's just like his father, which is incredible. And I see exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, like that was just. Well,
It's so good.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's light and shadow can play such an important part in film, like in any film, because if you use it correctly, it sets the balance, it sets the tones, but it also evokes the emotions. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sets a tone. Like
You've got to have shadow.
I see you, McCluskey.
You got to have light. What? Ain't nobody writing nothing.
He said I'll be goofing around
yeah.
for you.
Oh, he said that 20 minutes ago.
See, I don't read. I was homeschooled, okay?
show me
So
what
was
that-
I. Shut up.
Show me what that says, bro. I can't read.
What up, Jared? 19. Never fucking learn how to read.
Another thing that I noted is kind of, I guess, a little bit like you said in the shots where he's on Murray or however he gets
Murray.
deranged and says
He
it.
says
Yeah,
it both ways. It's weird.
Murray.
It is they kind of use that same kind of grainy effect whenever
Yeah.
they go to the flashback in the psych ward, which
Yeah.
you can argue, I guess, would be like a mise-en-scene shot because the whole time it's framed from like the B angle, looking back at the therapist talking to young Penny Fleck.
What up,
Yeah.
Stevens?
He's like kind of in the view, and then the camera literally does like a dolly track around, and it reveals that in the distance, like a current Joker is sitting there observing as he's like reading the notes.
Yeah.
Cool shot, but it was
which-
like super hazy and kind of cloudy.
Oh, which again though, like that was such a good way to do that.
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
rather than just have him read, because they did the thing where he's reading and it focuses on words and flashes, but then to take that and add that extra layer of him like seeing what was happening because he is crazy,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
of course in his mind he'd be playing everything out. So like that added a layer that I was like, oh shit, that's fucking cool because it kept flashing back and forth between that as he's reading, it had like the voiceover on it, and he's
Yeah.
it was so good.
That scene was super emotional too.
It was.
Like whenever
was-
the therapist
that
was
was
talking about like
the
him
moment.
being found chained to a radiator
Yeah,
and like
with, like,
wailing
head
and
trauma
crying.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Like that one like hit you like
Because-
man.
That leads me to something I feel really strongly about. And I felt this way about halfway through the movie. Because, you have your typical, like 90% of movies nowadays are your basic hero's journey, where you have someone who has to overcome something and in the end they become something greater for it. I feel like this movie, the response they wanted, and the response they got out of me, surely, they want you to want to connect with him.
Absolutely.
But what they do is they give you just enough room to want to connect and then use visuals, audio, and then the story itself to make sure you can't connect with him.
Yeah.
Like the blurry scenes, the disconnect where he's insane. Like they want
the part where he's crazy.
yeah, they want you so badly to be like, man, I really feel for
Yeah.
this guy. Or like, man, I
Which-
really wish I could just reach out and talk to this guy.
See-
and then they rip it from you.
And Caleb, going back to the color for a sec, Caleb, the film was heavily influenced by not only The Godfather, but like Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, and the colors are straight out of a Scorsese film. I mean,
I would agree.
Yeah, flat
absolutely.
tones, stuff like that. Yeah, that makes sense.
But no, and that's something that I think Todd Phillips was aware of, because there is the backlash of telling a story like this of a mentally ill person and casting him as a person that society has abandoned, and society
Yeah.
like it gives you reason to want to connect, right?
Yeah.
But he also knew that in today's society, with the dangers that there are in the world, right? With people that are mentally ill or people that are murderous and crazy enough to do this kind of stuff, connecting with him as a character and being like, oh no, see, it's okay, right?
Yeah.
But he made
fair.
sure. But he made sure that any normal person could not connect with him.
Yeah,
like you
they-
said.
they did
Because
it in multiple ways.
It makes you want to, because like I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
But also, you don't pop caps. Like that's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it
like
was
you don't kill people just because they beat you up on the subway.
like
It's like, you know-
it was what was his name that directed it? Phillips.
Todd Phillips, yeah.
Phillips. He did a really good job of keeping that fine line to where you do feel like empathy
Yeah.
and you do feel bad and you like you end up pulling for the Joker almost.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, for sure,
Oh, like
guaranteed.
fuck him up. You know what I mean?
It's
But,
purely
like,
sympathy.
Yeah,
But-
he keeps that kind of fine line to where it's not like a glorification of like, you know what? If you get like your ass kicked on the subway, let's go popping caps.
Totally,
you know?
totally cool to pop
Yeah.
5 caps in this bitch.
Ridiculously kill someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's so incredible to me because the movie's based it was based in the 80s or something like
Yeah.
that.
I think roughly around the 80s.
Yeah, it was like
So-
late 70s, early 80s kind of vibe.
I think what makes it so powerful for me is like he's very self-aware in the fact, especially in the 80s, speaking like as a society, an 80s society, there's no room for him in society.
Right.
Like
No.
there's no acceptance for mental illness. There's rarely any treatment for mental illness other than like heavy over the top narcotics or a mental ward. He has no room and no place to stay, and they use that to their advantage for the disconnect that I keep talking about. Because
Yeah.
this bad shit keeps happening, and you're like, man, I really wish that I could talk to this person, or man, I really just sincerely feel bad. Boom, cuts him in a psych ward, cracking the glass with his head.
Right.
It's like, wow, his mom's like.
He's-
Yeah.
His mom's crazy and lied to him. He got found as a child getting beat like wow, I really wish like someone would reach out in this movie and help this person. Bam, kills people on a subway. Like they did so. What made it so unique to me was they never did the same shit twice. They never broke
Right.
the connection twice, and to
Yeah.
me that's unique.
Yeah.
Like, because if you use the same shit to try to break me, I feel off from the character. Like you're baiting something to death.
And like, and one of the things, I mean, I don't know if we don't really have a specific topic. We're just talking about the movie. But one of the scenes that I enjoyed, and that's gonna sound really fucking weird whenever I say what's next,
Yeah.
is
No,
where
man.
is where he killed, the guy that gave him the gun in the first place.
Oh yeah, Randall.
Whoa,
Randall.
yeah, that was a
Um,
really good scene.
Because he killed him.
Which
He
brings
was-
me to favorite scenes.
Yeah, favorite scenes. but he was like, oh yeah, sure, I've got scissors in my pocket, and you know what? No, you're right. No, it's okay. Everything's bam. Just murders him against the door frame.
He got him like twice in the neck, once in the eye,
Yeah.
and then the head slam.
and then
right?
and then he got the head
And
slam
then bashed his
multiple
head.
Yeah.
times, right? But then he lets the midget go.
He had I think that's what they
the
wanted
little
you to
person,
know.
we gotta be
I'm sorry,
politically correct.
the little person.
Is a bit. They had
What is political correctness on the context cocktail? Nothing. We
They
give
had-
you context.
They made it so clear to let you know that Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker had full awareness of what he wanted to do the second they walked in the door.
Yeah.
He wanted to
absolutely.
kill the big guy and let the little guy leave. He wanted that from the second they walked in.
Which, again, brings back to the point that he's aware of what he's doing,
Yeah.
but he does it with a purpose.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Because he didn't just... The guy would...
It's like controlled chaos almost.
This guy, he was a witness. Normally, a
Literally.
murderer
Yeah, that
would
witness
be like,
is gone.
that witness is gone too. But he's like,
Literally unlocked the door.
he's
for him.
literally like, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot I chained the door. I like you.
Yeah.
Here you
You
go.
were the only one that was nice.
You were
to
the
me.
only one that was nice to me.
Here's
Which
Then kiss on the head and let
kiss
him
on
go.
that because and again he's crazy, so that kind of makes sense. Like you were nice to me, you saw past it because think about it. People with mental illnesses, but also people that are different, right? In the 80s, being gay, being transgender, being a midget, that's taboo, basically,
Yeah, you're
right?
out
So
there.
so he was able to sympathize with Joaquin Phoenix or with Arthur Fleck, and so they had that connection. Arthur was like, you know what? You were nice to me because you go through some of the same shit I do. I love you. Bye. And lets him go out the door.
here's
Fuck,
what
what?
here's what's super good.
Like controlled chaos. That is Joker.
what,
I mean, you're right, Caleb. You're right.
what made this movie that movie to me was a psychological. It was a therapist's piece of art.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you exactly why. So he's falling into insanity. You're catching him about a quarter of the way in.
Yeah.
Like he's aware he's not normal in the
Right.
beginning. Like right off the base.
He knows.
You're like, I'm a little fucked up. You watch him slip into insanity, and what makes it so good to me is that he makes these decisions, these first insane decisions, and you see guilt. You're like, oh shit, I just killed these people. Or, oh, I just did this and this. As the movie progresses, he just does things voluntarily. The insanity
Yeah.
that just happens on, like, impulse, like
Yeah.
shooting those guys, doing et cetera, et cetera. It goes from being an impulse thing to, I want to do this. This is what I feel I
Right.
have to. Like, stabbing that guy in the neck and bashing his head in, fully his choice.
Yeah,
he wanted
absolutely.
that. So you watch someone slip into insanity in the most unique way. And to me, that's the Joker. Like, he knows what he's going to do. And he knows it's going to be chaos.
It's all premeditated.
It's so damn good. I just liked watching it happen. Like, I liked watching the slide. Because, like, you don't see that part. You just see you see Heath Ledger coming in, killing crowds of people and going, hey, you're going to do this or I'm going to kill everyone in this room. Whatever.
And kind of using what you just said, as he slides into insanity, going back to like color and palette choice, you can see the palette eventually, it just slowly becomes more and more like dark and obscure.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like
Yeah.
after he blasts the dudes on the subway and on like the train platform, that like super weird scene where he's dancing in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That like it's super kind of green and hazy anyway,
Yeah.
which they use green to kind of be that weird disorienting feeling. Dude, there are so many crushed blacks. Like
Yeah.
when they're pulling up, he's wearing his like black clown pants, right? But as
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Thor, I like it. As they pan up from like the dancing move where he starts and turns his feet out,
Yeah.
they're pulling up. there's no color retention in the pants. I mean, they're completely blown out, like crushed out black.
The shots become as chaotic as the movie itself,
Yeah.
which is good, really good. What does that comment say?
It says light control chaos Zach.
No, right there.
No.
Oh, this one?
Wow, a room full of hot guys. Wink. I love frosting.
Frostings, this is my kind of... Hello? Okay. Cool,
Love
thanks.
frosting, so this is my kind of room.
Thanks, Love
Well,
Frosting.
welcome to the Context Cocktail. All right, so here's my thing. The dancing. So I work...
And there's a ton of dancing in the movie if you don't know.
Yeah.
I work with therapists and like addicts and people who are mentally unwell. I work with that on a daily basis. So I've picked up a couple terms.
Okay.
The dancing becomes something else through the movie, and you can see it. And I'm gonna watch the movie again and like verify this to myself. In the beginning of the movie, I think the dancing is a coping mechanism. I think when he's working as a clown, he dances because that makes him happy.
Yeah.
And then he would make those
Like
first,
in the children's hospital.
yeah, he'd made those first few mistakes. He danced. That makes him feel better. It takes it away. Later
Okay.
on in the movie,
Okay.
I didn't even think of that.
yeah.
All right.
Later on in the movie, he's dancing because now he's happy again. He's making these conscious decisions to do these crazy
And it
things.
makes him happy.
And it makes him happy because he feels like he's finding himself.
Dude, that's like some next level shit right there.
The guy with the hat is so hot. Hi, thanks, Love Frosting. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
But yeah, the dancing certainly becomes something else.
Yeah, no, because you're right. It does start out as a coping mechanism, but then when he's in his full Joker getup,
Yeah.
and he knows what he's going to Maury's to do, right? He knows what's happening. He's like,
Also,
all right, I'm gonna go do the
you
thing,
could
and I'm
say-
happy.
You could say like the dancing itself progresses.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
start, of course, when it's in clown routine, it's goofy. It's to entertain the kids.
Yeah.
When he kills the guys in the subway, and he's in the bathroom dancing, and then there's like 2-3 more shots throughout where he's dancing. It's all like super slow and like
It's
fluid.
almost romantic.
But when he comes out on the Murray show,
Oh, he's
it's
cutting a
just
jig.
it's like exuberant.
Yeah.
He
When
comes
he's
out
coming down the stairs.
Yeah, like
Yeah, he's cutting a rug,
that,
dude.
and then
Yeah.
whenever he comes out of the curtains, like curtains open, and he does like the slow thing and does the arms,
And then-
he
Yeah.
starts like spinning.
It's
and,
wild
like,
elegance. That's
Yeah.
all it is. It's
Yeah.
just wild because he knows what he's there to do. He's got a goal. He's not dancing because he's trying to make himself comfortable anymore. He's not looking for an escape. His newfound reality is the escape.
Yeah.
The dancing is just rejoice.
There
It's,
you go.
It's so fucking smart.
yeah.
The laughing too. You guys notice as he falls into insanity, the laughter goes from being like, you could tell when he starts laughing in the beginning it's because he's uncomfortable or he's put in a situation where he doesn't know what to feel, or his negative emotions becomes laughter because that's his disorder. Later on in the movie, you can tell and feel the laughter becomes more voluntary. Like for one, it slows down. Like he's laughing less, but he's still laughing. But when he laughs, it makes sense for a crazy person to laugh in those moments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
So,
good point.
so it goes from being like, this is an awkward moment, to being like, oh, I'm gonna fucking stab you in the tongue. Ha! Like it totally transitions into something new.
Yeah.
I said this right as the movie ended. This movie was a psychologist gold mine,
Oh, absolutely.
and that's because there's
100%.
so many things to pay attention to. Like there's so much to key in on. It's so good.
Color theory and dance theory all in one.
Hey,
I mean, yeah, you're right.
and it's from that boy Stevens. What's good?
And it's from JP.
How you doing?
Yeah, we just timed out Love Frosting for 10 minutes.
What was the comment?
I don't know,
I
it was
just
a
saw
big-
something
all right,
pop
so-
up. It was like, I'm a girl who loves nerds. It was like, I'm gonna leave that to Garrett.
So,
Like, hey.
so I don't know what's up with Love Frosting. If you're a regular viewer, that's great. We love you, but also don't put gross chats in the chat because we're gonna
Oh,
time
did
out.
Did it get like next level?
It got
What
next. It got slightly next level.
Tell
it was
me.
Like, it was
Bruh.
like
Tell
it was like,
me.
it was like borderline promoting going to like a website, but obviously it's not a bot. It can't have been a bot because it mentioned
it?
my hat.
What is like? Check out my nudes. What's going on?
Yeah, pretty much it's like 18 plus snap thing,
Oh,
and I'm like,
Jesus.
but I'm like,
Check out my premium.
so like it's not a bot, it's an actual person because 3 guys, one has a hat,
One bottle,
Another bad.
3 guys, 1 bottle. No,
$2. It's getting weird.
this is getting weird. But so obviously
You into that?
so so obviously it's a real person, but also no.
Maybe.
Shut the fuck up. All right, let's get back on track here. Premium Snapchats aside. Love Frosting, when you get timed out, or when you get back in, because I timed you out for 10 minutes so you could take a chill pill, let us know what's
That's
going
a
on.
beefy timeout, right?
Well,
there,
that's
son.
all we've got. It was either ban or timeout, and I said timeout because I want to give him a second chance.
There you
Just
go.
take
What
take a quick cold
Check
shower.
out my premium, y'all. Yeah, exactly, Caleb. Listen, you know what, McCluskey? If
I'll
you
buy
had-
McCluskey.
I'll say, if
premium.
you had a premium,
You're damn right.
I'd buy it.
You're damn right.
I don't know you.
It's okay. You would buy it if you knew him.
Oh yeah,
I'd buy it if I knew you though.
that's some sweetness. That's some.
I don't
gold right
know.
there.
Icing. Just take a cold shower. Come on
Frosting.
back. We'll talk to you. Frosting, not
Love
icing.
frosting. Love
Oh.
frosting.
Oh, love
Oh
frosting.
god, that could be.
Yeah, exactly. You see what? They
I just made the
they
connection.
they
Oh,
love
that's excretion.
Frosting.
That's excretion for sure.
Excretion.
For sure.
Man,
You want to see what I can do with this bottle? Check out my premium Snapchat. All right, back to we're talking about a topic.
Okay, the next page of notes I've got is camera work.
Oh!
Hey, that's my.
No. Yell it. Come on, do it.
Ugh. Come. All right. Anyway, back to.
Yeah, Lithy member. I know, dude. I don't know what happened. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, we kind of took a hard left turn, but we're back
Dude,
now.
for real.
Camera work.
I like it.
So, all right, so the
Camera
camera work. It's so
Yeah,
good.
just as like a blanket statement.
Blanket
this,
statement.
This
amazing.
movie is
My hair's greasy.
cinematically
My hair's
gorgeous.
greasy and gross, but I'm leaving my hat off because it's hot as fuck.
It is
Hey.
kinda worse.
And my hair's doing its thing.
Cinematically, this film is fucking gorgeous.
Oh, it's amazing.
It kinda
Start
get-
to finish.
The
Yeah.
shot work kind of reminds me of a vintage vibe because I don't really see shots
Yeah.
like that anymore.
I mean, that first scene I really put in. We'll get to it in a moment, I guess, when we start talking about favorite scenes. The opening scene really sets the tone because I mean, you're coming in with like a dolly shot into the street. You push into a close up of him spinning. Then it goes to a full out wide shot as he's running down the street. He gets smashed in the face in a close up. I mean, right out the gate, they're hitting all the
Everything.
big shot types,
Yeah.
and they're gorgeously executed because it fits into like the rule of thirds, so it's evenly across the screen, so your eye just really kind of knows where
and
to
it's
go.
and it's smooth too, right? It's not like there were some shots where it was handheld,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, no, they were handycam for sure.
So they were handycam shots.
So are we thinking hand cam, like I'm holding a frame, or do you think it was a Ronin, like a Steadicam shot?
no,
I think it
absolutely.
was
It was
So
hand.
so what shots? Like what?
There were some specific ones where he had lost control or whatever, and
Yeah.
it was focusing on him up close, like when he's in his apartment or whatever.
And you can kind of see.
Okay.
And you can see the hand, and you can see it kind of moving
okay,
up and down.
yeah, I'm with
but
you.
then, in the bigger controlled scenes where hasn't lost it,
Mm-hmm.
it's smooth. So I think that's a very subtle thing to note, but
A
it's
nuance.
but it's very important,
Ooh.
right? It's very important to note that is that whenever he's lost control, so has the camera. I mean, if that
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense, you know. But then
Which
other
goes into like
shots-
help reinforce that vibe.
because like when he's dancing, like that's all done with the hand. With
See,
the hand cam.
to me, I think everything was done hand cam dancing except for the bathroom dance scene because
Yeah.
the way they literally, I mean, it's almost like a sweep pan up.
Yeah, I mean, and you
like
can't do that.
That was super. I mean, at least something like a GH5 that has like impeccable in-camera stabilization.
Yeah,
I got it.
Something that's like a cinema style handheld frame.
yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys be nerds for a couple minutes, but I got the next topic in the bag.
All right, but yeah, so there was that, but no, most definitely it flowed easily, and there was a lot of like whenever he's chasing the punks that stole his sign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening in the foreground, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's
There's
fair.
a lot
Yeah.
happening, but they kept everything so solid and
Yeah,
so
it was
smooth.
crispy.
It was so
Yeah.
With
good.
everything going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, it was amazing to me. Just the overall cinematography, really well done. And this was done by the same guy, the director of photography. He's the guy that did the Hangover movies. He's the guy that did Borat. Okay,
Aye.
Wow.
I just want you to
Wow.
I just want you to think about that. So he was
Talk
in,
about a dynamic range.
yeah. Talk about your abilities, right?
He really pulled out of that genre hard.
hard, like a
he did-
hard left turn.
He did like Borat, Dictator, like The Dictator with Jonah Hill.
So
and-
he's like Sacha Baron Cohen, kind of
yeah,
goofy,
and
kind
then
of comedy
and
stuff.
and he does and he works. I mean, he works with Todd Phillips like that. That's kind of like
Romantically.
I mean, kind of probably. It's like James.
I mean, whatever you're
it's,
into.
it's like James Cameron and or not James Cameron. It's Steven Spielberg and Michael Kahn, right? Who his editor, who edits all of Spielberg's movies.
Fair.
Right. So he works with Todd Phillips like hand in hand, but his range is so good because you've got the Joker, which is a cinematic masterpiece inspired heavily by Scorsese and like the big names of cinema back in the 80s, you know. And then you turn around and you look at his IMDb page, it's like, you know, you've got The Hangover.
All these slapsticks.
Yeah, it's like, hello?
But check this out. We're gonna move on to one of my most appreciated things about this movie.
Yeah.
I just got one thing I want to hit after you hit your point.
Exactly.
Yeah, just go
this,
ahead.
This won't take too long.
No.
This is like a 3-4 minute piece.
It's your show, man. Do it. Just do it.
the damn Heath Ledger shout outs.
Yo!
Dude, mad
There's-
respect.
There's like 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I love all of them. One, no words said whatsoever. The fucking car scene. Hello?
That's your speakers.
Are we dying?
No, we're not dying. You're good.
Personas.
Dude, the car scenes. Or the car scene where there's a heavy contrast because, you know, you have Heath Ledger's Joker, who is
Which car scene?
the one where you see the city street, like he's in the back of the cop car.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Because you have the Dark Knight series where he's hanging out the car, just blissful as can be because that's his level of insanity. And then you have Arthur Fleck, who's like just done everything he wanted to do, and now he's got this huge indifference.
Oh, shit.
And he's sitting in the back of a cop car, and you see him reach that level of bliss while he's riding in the cop car. The lights go by, he sees the buildings on fire, the clown masks.
Yeah.
He goes from being like, oh shit, I'm in the back of a cop car, to, oh shit.
Oh, shit. I'm in the back of
I'm
a
in the back
cop
of a
car.
cop car. Like you see him reach that Heath Ledger level of, you know what, I'm fucking crazy, but I'm about to burn this city down.
Yeah.
Like you see him reach that. To me, that's powerful.
Absolutely.
The other two, one is so subtle, and you can argue with me if you want, but I'm right and you're wrong. Dude, if you watch the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it and come at me. The face paint. Heath Ledger's Joker was significantly different because his smile, one went up and one went back. So it was like a half smile, half up. Not only did Arthur Fleck's paint do the same thing, it was on the same fucking side.
Yeah, as Heath's.
The same side as Heath's. If that's not a silent Easter egg, I cannot tell you what is. Because it's so subtle.
And there's something else, like, speaking on Joker references, or speaking on, like, Heath Ledger.
It's a bad day.
It's a bad day.
I've
Right.
had a bad day.
I've had a bad day.
And
It's
that's
like
when
all it takes is one bad day.
That's when it starts going downhill hard.
Yeah.
All right, so for context for you guys, so the movie, he keeps getting shit on over and over, but he keeps trying
viciously shit on.
Yeah.
Viciously, not just like, oh, I stepped in dog dookie. It's more like, oh god, somebody's diarrheaing on my head.
Yeah.
It's like,
And like at this point, at this point in the movie, he's still trying to fight it. Like he's still trying to come back from it. In fact, he went to this girl who was his girlfriend, who he materialized in his delusion.
which we'll get to all the
We'll get to all that
psychology
later.
in a minute.
But he went to this woman who he loved, and like this is where it happens. This is where the Heath Ledger thing happens. Because at this moment, he's still fighting. He's still like, you know, I'm just misunderstood. Like my dad's this, my girlfriend's this, my mom's this. Like life just sucks. And then the girlfriend walks in, and it pans to his face, and the shadows just over the
Dude.
eyes,
Oh,
the
the shadow-
dark.
and
And
yet- going back to the
was
shadows.
That shot was eerie, dude.
the only backlight was the old school CCTV.
And like he's soaked from walking in the rain.
Yeah.
It's dark. He's just like a mangy looking just dude.
And
just
she
turning.
comes in, and she says, "What's wrong with you?" Slow head turn, shadow eyes. Says, "I've had a really bad day." Just ominous as hell. And that screamed like the highest pitch scream of all time, like Mickey Mouse on helium, dude.
Like my pterodactyl
Do it.
scream.
Yeah. And then all you
It
hear,
was weak. It was weak.
Weak
all you
sauce.
hear is Heath. All you see and hear Heath Ledger in
Oh, yeah.
Christian Bale's face as the Joker and Batman going, all it takes is one bad. He said something to the effect of, you could end up just like me. Like you're just like me. You could be me. All it takes is one bad day. Dude, are you kidding me? It's the same shit.
It's the same shit. And it's not saying like oh, this Joker is Heath Ledger's, right? And then
It's just a delicate shout out.
it's
And wasn't
hands off.
the camera grab kind of
Oh
an
yeah,
odd
when
as well?
when he
Yeah.
grabs the camera on Murray after he shoots the guy dead, and he goes up and grabs the camera, he's like, and then it cuts to technical issues.
Yeah.
The cat hanging off the bar. Just hang in there. We'll be back.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. All right, so Love Frosting was talking about.
Woo!
All right, hold on. We're gonna dive into Love Frosting for a second. We're not putting you on blast, but
We're not diving
listen.
into Love Frosting.
Here's the thing, Love Frosting. You put yourself out there with a context cocktail. We gotta provide context.
What
for
did
the
she
rest
say?
of our
What
reviews.
happened?
Okay,
What's going on?
So she's like, I was saying that I was an 18 plus viewer and I use my fingers while I watch. And for all you know, that could mean typing. And I was like, okay, cool. I like the DC shows over the movie. Okay, you're right. The DCEU sucks, but their TV shows are pretty good. Supergirl's the fave show, but Flash is so hot. Which is, I mean, that's fair. The guy that plays Flash is relatively attractive. I think the hat guy has a wedding ring. Oh, okay. All right. Listen, Love Frosting, I love you to death, and we appreciate that you are...
Oh my god!
We appreciate what you're trying to do here, but also, you gotta take a chill pill. Okay?
You're my favorite, dude. You're my favorite. You are so not.
You're wearing a wedding ring.
I'm wearing a wedding ring. No, it's not a wedding ring. It's just a ring. But cocktail, yummy. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, dude.
Come on, dude.
Frosting's my favorite.
Listen, here's the...
They're bringing in that big dick energy. Like,
She's coming in hard. Like, she caught the band, came back, didn't stop.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck you, I'm doing it again.
And now we're going to see what they do in another 10 minutes. Because, like, listen, here's the thing. We are not a family-friendly channel, but also we
Fuck
do
no.
But also we
Fuck
do have standards. And that's a little too far. Just on Twitch.
Let me go grab this 4-month-old stale wine while you're talking about steaks.
Here, grab me my lemonade, would you?
oh,
Oh, did you just...
I'm gonna move this empty bottle out of frame
yeah.
just because I'm
No,
not
you
gonna.
know-
Here's your lemonade.
Thank you.
So
All right, so Love Frosting over here. For those of you, because again, we run 3 different chat rooms, right? JP.
I love you, JP.
Hashtag Love Frosting 2K19.
Hell
All right.
yeah, funfetti.
Dude.
Hashtag
Trending.
Love Frosting 2K19. The only reason I'm putting you in timeout. The only reason I'm putting you in timeout is because you deserve it, but also it makes it more fun to see what you're gonna do when you come back.
Oh my
It
god.
adds such an element of surprise.
That's so bad.
I'm not gonna do it. I can smell.
You didn't try it?
No.
Oh, try it! We can't continue the conversation until you try it. It's bad. It's so bad. You can try it if you want.
I've got to drive.
Oh, you're right. You're fair. All right, what's the next topic, guys?
Hitting on camera work real quick, not to like backtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to get into like a super nerdy aspect that I know that we're gonna be into.
Listen, we're media nerds. This is what you fucking signed up for. Just yeah.
Is the use of guidelines throughout this film. And just, if anybody doesn't know what a guideline is, it's stuff within the frame that helps pull your eyes to focus on whatever point is being genuinely kind of emphasized in
Like
the shot.
natural items in the shot, in the scene.
So,
Yeah.
architecture, nature stuff, I mean, trees in a row, etc. They used guidelines fucking fantastically. So speaking of camera movement, one of my favorite just kind of like artsy shots is I love left to right movement. What
What did you do?
No,
dude?
no, hold on.
What?
If I put this here, right, I'm touching this piece of metal
Yes.
to here, and I put my arm here, I get an electrical current go through me.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
You want to try it, Zach? Okay, all right.
What?
All right, so put this forearm here,
See?
on here, and now put this forearm, touch it to this corner.
Ooh.
Right?
Tell Frosting, I bet they're into it.
I mean, maybe.
Jesus.
You're an electroshock.
I mean, if you're an electroshock, listen, we got you.
I used to sell those.
Well, one of my favorite shots just is anytime they use the stairs, I mean, you've got lines across going for your stairs, you've got the handrails leading you up, you've got the walls on either side. It really pulls you to Arthur going up or down stairs. But one of my favorites is actually the shot where he's first walking to his apartment building. Because it's a starting left, pan to the right shot. It's going down an incline, but the camera stays relatively level, like it was on a dolly track. And I mean, that's what I would imagine is going on there. But you've got like the curb in the distance, which is going downhill. You've got all the bricks of the buildings that are pushing your eyes in towards him. You've got all the tops of the cars. I mean, there's all these,
Nuances.
Yeah, nuances. There's these geometric lines that help push your eye towards Arthur. And in that shot specifically, I like it because he's walking downhill, but the cameraman remains the same angle. So he's walking away getting smaller. So he's just come out of that bad meeting with his therapist.
Yeah.
He's just had to get an increased dosage of his medication because he knows he's got a problem and wants to try to get better.
That's a whole other thing to jump into.
He's got he's had a really kind of just shit day. He just had his ass kicked not too long ago by these fucking asshole kids. So he's walking with his limp. He's walking down, he's getting smaller, and then the camera and the focal point stays the same, but he turns and walks in towards the door. So the whole time he's getting smaller and compressing himself, which kind of goes back to that general rule that like, if you want to make it feel like a character's struggling or depressed or they're feeling negative emotions, leave your lens where it's at and push them away, and it's going to make them smaller and more compacted, like the world's crushing in. To me, that was just a gorgeous use of camera
really
movement, guidelines, everything.
They followed the rules.
By the way, kudos to Joaquin Phoenix, man.
Right.
Whoa.
He really
He went for it, man.
He looked sick.
I mean, because he was, you know. Y'all keep talking. Don't worry.
I'm gonna let you handle that. We'll talk about that one after.
I see emojis.
Oh, wiki emojis.
Wait, what did I say?
Oh dear.
Are we gonna dive into this?
No, we're not.
Sorry.
Hold on. All right. Love Froston, we're putting you on blast. Bro.
Oh.
All right. Sorry.
Fuck me
Hold on.
dead.
Sorry, I just got really hot. And that current was so. And then that ring, I would buy a ring for another part of your body, and for all you know, it's your ears. I'm never sexual, I just have innuendos for all you know. I'm sorry, I'm a bad girl. Maybe you need to keep timing me out. What the fuck are we dealing with, bro? What is this?
Either this is the
She's
best.
talking about a penis ring, my man.
No, I know. I know what she's talking about.
Either this is
But
the
like-
best troll of all time, or we found Garrett's secret admirer.
Hey, we know the gender though, so I can stop calling her chick and then be like, what if it's a dude though?
I just accidentally cut out the whole...
To be honest, I call everyone dude though. So
Same.
I'm not apologizing.
Let's see. While Garrett's doing his thing, again, he moved away to get smaller. The scene where the Hey song is playing and he's coming down the stairs as he's ready to go to the Murray show.
Fuck! Alright, go ahead. I'm just dying. Don't worry about it.
You good?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm good.
he's moving down the stairs. Those guidelines are pushing your eyes in,
Yeah.
and then he's getting closer to the camera. So he's feeling more confident.
His
At that
comeuppance.
point, he's already gone so far off the cliff that
Yeah. He's content
Yeah.
with where he's landed.
that he's actually building confidence. Another thing, just while he's handling his thing over here, is the use of triangles in this film. Like how
absolutely.
how they're framing to pull your eye to certain areas.
That's something
that's
that Jared
Yeah,
just harps on.
yeah.
Triangles. They are your friend.
Dude,
when
they're
making
great.
a movie.
And I feel, they're clearly all over the place. But one that I really just was like, textbook triangle, was the
Textbook
scene.
triangle.
Yeah, textbook triangle. And we're not talking about a choke. I had to make a jujitsu reference.
Absolutely.
I'm that asshole. But is the scene where he's just lost his job and he headbutts the glass.
Yeah.
And or no, he's asked about returning the sign.
Oh yeah.
And he's in the dumpster, and he's like fucking waylaying that dumpster.
Oh yeah, he went in too. You
Yeah.
know he hurt himself.
Oh, had to have, dude.
Like he
But
went in all
but
the
like
way.
the way it
Well-
was framed,
well, the way it was framed.
it's like a super tight little alley. He's got dumpsters and shit on this side, garbage on this side.
No color. He
Yeah,
is a shadow.
No color. It's
Yeah.
just completely just like blown out, just crushed blacks. He's in the middle of the frame.
Yeah.
And like not even to get like this super technical, but the way his body's positioned, even when he kicks, like
Yeah.
his back leg kicks out. I mean, he's making a triangle with his lower body, kicking forward, hitting the dumpster, and then his entire body. You could frame it in the free space from feet out to where the dumpster starts, and then the garbage cans up to the top of his head. I mean, you could frame triangles all
Yeah.
over the place.
But to get technical into like stunt work, no, he probably wasn't. Again, camera angles, best friend. He was probably wailing into a foam block.
It could
Right.
be, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could.
That's
find
that's a lot of
That-
Foley.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, well, yeah, but I mean, with
I'd want to beat the shit out of a dumpster though.
No, all right. I'm just gonna let you. I was like, all right, you gotta chill, or I will drop the band hammer. All right, hate to lose a viewer, but damn, okay. I was like, fuck, like chill with the sexual shit. No offense, like we are an 18+ show. We do swear, we do drink, but we got standards.
We're not trying to get Pornhub.
But
in
if
here.
I was holding the computer, you would just become a meme.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And if you keep it up, Love Frosting, listen, you keep it up. We're just gonna meme it. We're gonna leave it in chat, and we'll let chat clown on you. Okay.
I'm just gonna turn you into a meme.
But they said
Respectfully,
and I was like,
tastefully.
And he's like a meme lord.
yeah,
so.
I was like, I hate to lose a viewer, but damn, okay. And they're like, anything for you. And I'm like,
With
Damn,
winky
dude.
face.
with the winky face.
Hey, we got one of them. We got a fridge with a water thingy on it. We can get you some
You thirsty?
that crispness.
Crispy.
You thirsty, oh? Feeding the troll. Yeah, no, we are, because here's the thing. It's content, right?
She's hungry, in case you haven't noticed.
JP. Triangles.
I mean,
Dude,
yeah. I
They're
mean,
everywhere, man.
that's literally it.
Yeah.
But no, most definitely, it's it's a really, the way they frame everything is so clean and it's just that's all
You
I
might
got.
not want to convulse like that.
Just
You're not-
You're, dude, nah.
You're doing that to yourself.
If she knows how to edit and goes through and clips and turns that into a GIF,
You just became the next 3 weeks.
Oh
feel?
man, you just gave her a romping good time. I'm not a troll, and yeah, I am hungry. Ha ha.
Girl, if
all
you
right,
want,
all right, boy, come on, keep it going.
we got pizza
All right.
rolls. You want pizza rolls? We got chicken nugs.
We had chicken nuggets.
I make some fire nugs, dude.
especially when you're toasted off your ass.
Yeah, if I
You're
get
fucking
drunk, I'll
wasted.
cook them with my fingers, bro. Like, I'll just flip them with my
No,
fucking
seriously,
fingers.
we got all right. So after the podcast,
I need to come over and like really drink one night.
Yeah. So for those of you who've been watching for a while, if you remember when we had a friend Josh on, when we were reviewing It Chapter 2.
It was his birthday.
It was his birthday. So after the party, he turned 21, and we had a good time.
That's when you went ham, right?
Tim broke my chair.
Bohemian
Josh
Rhapsody broke your
Josh drank
What
some
did?
vape juice.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Fuck yeah.
Josh
power
drank
of
some
Freddie,
vape
man.
juice, and Tim burned the shit out of his fingers flipping nugs. Man, that was a good
Fucking
night.
George Foreman. I'm just over there like, flip, bitch.
And
Flip.
no, and he was like, ow! Flip, ow! Flip, ow! Why am I doing this? Flip, ow!
Those nugs were dope, though.
But they
bro.
were so good because
Drunk nugs are the best nugs.
Agreed.
we were done. I mean,
Next
we
to
were,
Taco Bell,
God,
drunk
we were-
nug, man.
Dude, I swear to
Drunk
God,
nugs.
I slept like somebody owed me money, and I was getting it tomorrow. Like,
Dude.
somebody did owe me money. It was called my job.
Okay.
I didn't go to work the next day because I was
Drunk nugs
vomiting.
in a Taco Bell taco.
holy shit!
Dude.
Beefy 5-layer with nugs in it. Kill me
Bruh,
today.
Come
Come!
on.
All right, I feel like at some point we're gonna have to make that a thing for the show because they're not gonna know why we're just yelling "come."
No, okay. So for context, that
Those sounds you're making sound amazing. Ow.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you fucking like that shit.
Hell up. Oh my god. No, so for context, when he yells "come," it's because he got really excited. We were playing Super Smash.
Brothers.
Super Smash
All right.
Brothers Super Smash Brothers Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. and I forget exactly what happened, but he was like he like won against.
I was on a mad losing streak.
Yeah, and then he like won, and it was like,
I just yelled "come,"
and it's turned into that.
and it was
I
like,
don't know
okay,
why.
That's awesome.
So
That's great. It's great.
I found out why I yelled "come" that day.
Why?
So I was watching Game Grumps. If you guys don't watch Game Grumps, get good. And like
Get good,
they were
bro.
talking about pleasing women, which if we have male viewers on the cast right now, here's the way you please your woman. You just
We're going there, man.
engage.
Take a time out from this Joker content.
Yeah, no, we're coming back to the
Yeah.
Joker, so don't tune
Life
out.
lessons from Tim. Here we go.
Don't tune out. You just go on down there. You do your business as a man, and then whenever you start to get tired and you feel like what?
Played it. Smash Brothers. Okay, sounds like
Wait,
a fun
wait, wait.
game.
This person needs a voice. What voice are we gonna do for this person?
Smash Brothers.
No, here you go. Here you go. Ready?
Yeah.
Smash Brothers. Okay, sounds like a fun game. I think I played it before.
She an Insta thought? Are you an Insta thought?
I don't know what's up. But
Hit us
you know,
up.
you
Let us
know-
know. We'll plug, dude.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, slide in those DMs.
look, here's the thing. Honestly,
When I say plug, I mean we'll like promote you. Just so you know,
I mean we have plugs, but not that kind.
we got XLR cables. we got
We got USB. We got
Couple
micro
quarter inches.
USB. We do have we have some 3/8.
we have some, we definitely have tons of quarters. We have some 3.0s, some 2.0s.
Yeah.
What do you need?
So I mean, we got lots of plugs. It's just what do you
power
need?
you up,
maybe
baby.
even HDMI around this joint.
But anyway, what I
Oh.
was saying. So you go down there and do your business as a man, and then once you feel like the time has come, but it's kind of like 50 more minutes, and you're like, I'm about to break my own jaw. What you do, you just back off a little bit, and you yell into it. You go, "Come now! Don't wait! Just do it!" And then there you go. You've won.
gotta go full Emperor Palpatine on them.
Do it. I have a lot of viewers. It's okay. Oh, she's got a lot of.
Whoa!
Somebody got clout.
You coming at me with salt, dude?
Yo, you got. Hey, you got clout. You want to shout us out? You want?
I mean,
Hey, bro, he'll put his hat back on. Don't you fucking tempt me.
Don't look. I'll put it back on. You thought this was good. I'll take the ring off and put the hat on.
Oh my god.
Oh God!
It's a
Just
strong.
kidding.
we've
I'm
turned him-
taken.
We've turned him into like a Chippendales model over here, essentially.
Jeez.
I'm taken. But you know what? For clout.
What would you do for some clout, bitch?
No balls. May I ask
You
what's
won't do
your
it.
name? You know what? You want to ask him? I'm Garrett Stone. I am
Oh,
the host of the
shit.
Context Cocktail. You want to look me up on Facebook? Follow my artist page. I'm a musician too. Look me up on Spotify and YouTube, bitch.
TNC.
Look, TNC. We got TNC. You find me on YouTube, Garrett Stone. I make music and I do covers. Look me up. Go ahead. Stalk me.
I'll plug my content at the end.
Well, you get a free plug at the end anyway.
No, he's taken. I'm crying. It's okay.
No. Wait. Wait a minute.
She just clowned you guys, so I know. She's clowning, man.
You're talking about smashing bros and your name's Frost, and I don't think you care if he's taken, first and foremost.
First
And
off,
secondly, put the hat back on. Just wait a minute. Don't put it on yet. Wait.
We gotta make him earn it.
yeah.
Now, I want you to think about it, and then once you come to a conclusive decision, we'll make the next move. So
Yeah.
just sit on that and think about the fact that the term I used was sit on that. Anyway, back to the joke.
Do we have any favorite scenes from the film? I mean, I've got listed a couple.
Just put that back. Just put the hat back on. Ooh woo. All right, Lithium. Listen. I have 4 boyfriends. I want 12 husbands. 1 of each zodiac sign.
Man, a collector. God
Damn. All right.
Pokemon, catch 'em all.
STDs, gotta catch them. It's me and them.
Say the stair scene. Honestly,
Which one of the stair scenes?
I mean,
though?
it's too.
Which stair
It's
scene,
meme to
bro?
death, though.
I mean, it is
The
meme
stairs-
to death, but
yeah.
like,
It's meme to death.
I mean, it's meme to death.
Oh,
Me-
I hear-
Hey,
I hear
shut
sad-
up!
I hear sad pupper.
That's his dog. Me and my dad. Whenever mom says we can go out,
Great.
just, yeah.
JP said, "Do anyone for clout."
Do anyone? Listen. If it pays my bills, I ain't. I'm
You
finna
know, we're college students. Like we gotta get it in.
put a
Oh, there he
slider back on.
goes. Look at that boy.
All right,
Maybe
so,
right now she's yelling, "Come!"
Yeah, she's
all right,
like,
so my favorite scene, 100%, my favorite scene has got to be. Okay, first off, so I'll think about how those stairs are being taken over by vloggers and Insta thoughts since then.
Dude,
I
I saw that today.
That's a shit show, man.
I'm sure it is. And
there was
those are
like 80 people on that
but,
fucking
like,
staircase.
Would the
dude.
stair scenes be symbolism for his slow descent into madness?
I agree. Yes, they could be a descent into madness.
It's very artistic.
Because
artistic
like at the
interpretation.
start, the scene
That
there's like two scenes
trudge.
where he's dredging up the stairs, and I mean I guess you could say that's like symbolic of him slowly fighting the battle.
Uphill battle.
Yeah.
And then as he's coming down, it's
He's
just
like,
like,
ba- ba-
let's
ba-
fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like,
Da-da-da. Yeah.
definitely a good point. Is it lithium?
Yeah, that's lithium.
Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
My favorite scene would have to be, and I don't think anybody's really, we haven't touched on this. We didn't talk about it after, right? But it's not necessarily my favorite scene, but it's a very powerful scene. My favorite scene is whenever he is actually the subway scenes. Right, whenever
Okay.
like with the cops, that whole chase scene when he's coming down the stairs, that whole chase scene
where he juked him.
that scene was so good
Hit him
because
with
he,
that. Pup, pup.
because he was like, because he got out and then he puts that mask in the trash and he walks out like he owns the joint, right?
Oh yeah,
Super powerful,
full
right?
gas.
Love
Yeah.
that. But something that we haven't talked on that I've seen talked about on the internet before though is whenever he grabs the camera and he's like, this is, and then it cuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's surrounded by the news, right? And
Yeah, he's on like 7
Like that
channels.
that pullback scene where it's in the
with
control
all,
room.
with all those
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, it's not the control room. It's like I don't know what it is, but it's like a
Yeah,
shop
yeah.
with all the TVs in it, like they used to do back in the day, like they do at Walmart in the walls, right on the walls. But Penny Flick was a real joker. All right, Jamie.
That's not a bad point,
All right.
Maxingale.
But whenever it pulls back, all those TVs, everything is there, right? But then you look, the TVs all go to commercial, just like they would in regular.
Yeah.
But there's so much of it. So it's, for me, is leaving behind the mask he's
Yeah.
had to wear his whole life. Exactly.
good point, man.
Yeah.
The I'll let you guys go. I'll be the last one. to say
The
that
whole
scene.
thing where it pulls out and it's got all these TVs, there's advertisements everywhere, right?
Mhm.
The advertisements are symbolic of today's society, right? Because we monetize tragedy.
Yeah.
Tragedy is so monetized and almost
It's a multi-million-dollar industry. At
we
this point.
romanticize tragedy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. And it's romanticized to a point. So with all those TVs, you see everyone, all these news stations are covering it, and then one by one, they start flipping to commercials. You had the Energizer Bunny. You had one for like McDonald's and stuff. So like, so I think it's very symbolic of. It's kind of a reference to what we're going through today. Like this whole movie is kind of, you know, with all the school shootings and all the
symbolic.
it's very timely, right? And I think he was making a point with that shot, because that wasn't just
Yeah.
there. That wasn't just there for looks. There was a point to that scene.
I agree.
So I thoroughly enjoy that. But my favorite scene would have to be the one where he gets like fucked by the car and then keeps running. Hell yeah, that's a
That's good.
he's like running across the street.
he got creamed, bro.
I would probably say I would go back to the flashback scene in the psych ward, and not just the flashback, but like the entirety of that scene. So I mean, technically, I suppose that scene starts where he like sprints away from the desk, and the dude's like, "Look, man, I just work at a council."
Oh, that was so good.
But like when he runs down the hall, I'm gonna start like my scene at where he hits the stairs. So he's like frantically running. He gets down. Oh my god. He gets down the stairs and he opens up. Well, then you're seeing close-ups of what do we have?
Fucked by the car, you say?
Oh my Jesus. So like
Yes.
he gets,
Heavily. Sorry.
He gets no, you're good. He gets
All pipes.
he gets down the stairs.
Yeah.
he's looking through notes, and it's a mix-up of, like, extreme close-ups on the notes itself. That's where you find out that he was adopted. And then that fits back into, well, the Arthur Fleck story, but also, like, the unknown origin of the Joker. Both of those boxes get checked there. Then you see the diagnosis or diagnoses of his mother. And then it goes into the flashback scene where it's talking about her when she's young and, like, working for the Waynes. And then it's talking about, you know, the neglect and abuse.
Yeah. The
and then
boyfriend beating on him and everything.
Yeah, and then the color in that scene, the emotion in that scene, it pans over to the mise-en-scene. He's there imagining it. And then, like, the raw emotion that Joaquin Phoenix got, like, he was crying and laughing to try to hide his pain. And then, like, it's going to be gross, what I'm about to say. But, like, the snot, when it, like, ran off his nose.
And then he, like,
I mean,
wiped
you can tell
The deep-
that in that moment, that was a man that was just heartbroken. Everything he thought, everything he knew was just fuck out the window, you know? And to me, that was by far my favorite, like, scene.
Absolutely.
In the
I
film.
think that builds a lot because, like, I think he's aware, to an extent, of course. I think he's aware that he warps his own reality.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
think he knows that a lot of the things he sees and believes isn't really happening. So I think that sense of that dark realism of, wow, my life is really shitty. I think that's what I think that would break any man.
Well, and another thing is, like, he knows that some of what he sees isn't real, right?
Yeah,
But he always has what he does know to fall back on, right?
that's true.
So he has his mom, right? His mom loves him, you know, all
Or
this.
so he thought.
So, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In
Yeah.
his mind, his mom loves him. His mom will always be there, right? But then, in that scene, everything he thought he knew, everything he could rely on,
Gone. It's all shit.
completely gone. So what's to stop him from completely embracing what he knows is fake
The darkness.
as real?
Which
Right.
brings me to the best scene in the movie.
Yep.
Hold on, let's knock this out.
All right, peep those ear skins on Tim. Ooh woo. My favorite DC villains, Poison Ivy. You were Poison Ivy for Halloween last year. Okay.
Sick, dude.
Picture didn't happen.
Okay,
Yeah, no pics, didn't happen.
so no picture didn't happen. The best scene in the movie is the best scene for multiple reasons, because the whole movie up to a point is watching the downfall,
Yeah.
and then it gets to a certain point where it's like, okay, he's embraced this now. Mm-hmm. But there's a scene in this movie where he completely lets go and becomes it, and he's happy that he becomes it. The scene I'm talking about, he just got put in the cop car. His life's destroyed. His life's over. He starts smiling because he sees the city's in shambles. He's like, I did this. This is my power. He gets hit by an ambulance. He should be dead. The two cops in the front of the car, totally dead.
The
He
music
is-
in that scene also is a big
Oh, yeah,
thing
incredible.
for me. Yeah.
He was crushed to shit. Like, he was crushed. I'm talking, he had to have had broken ribs, broken arm, leg.
There's a massive
I'm t-
concussion in there.
I'm talking internal
Yeah.
bleeding.
Because I mean, he had bleeding on his.
He was shot to
and
shit.
bleeding out of his mouth.
They put him on a cop car and waited. It's like, oh, he might not be dead. He's the savior. He's our savior. He gets
He's
up,
the savior of God.
stands on top of the cop car, and the defining moment that makes this the best scene is he just kind of stands there, and you can tell the character's contemplating, and he reaches inside his own mouth and
Pulls
gets
the
blood
blood.
from his own mouth and makes a smile with his own blood, and then begins to just furiously smile.
And then he does this slow, kind of chaotic dance
And,
thing.
and he turns
Full-
around and faces him, and he's like, "I am here. I have become."
Full fucking snap. Like,
Yeah.
full let
And that's the moment, because before he is the Joker, right? But he's still Arthur Fleck. But I think in
Yeah.
that moment, he is the Joker.
Yeah.
He is Joker. That's
Yeah.
it.
He just
like,
complete-
Arthur is gone at that
Yeah,
point.
at
Everything's
that point.
his hero's gone. He just killed his own hero. Mom's gone. The love of his life never
He
existed.
killed his own mom. We're not going to glaze over that one. He
Has
killed his
no
own mom.
He still doesn't know about his father.
Yep.
Everything he knew about his childhood was fake.
Yeah.
No one loves him. Everything's gone. So he has nothing left. He has nothing but the chaos and the love that comes from the chaos. The rioters, the fires, the
people that idolize him for that.
the people
as
in
well.
shambles. The only thing he has is what he built when he let go. He embraced that letting go. That is so fucking powerful to me.
Yeah.
That and the
That's deep,
fact
dude.
that somehow the blood just matched the smile perfectly. And once again, that was also a Heath Ledger
Yeah.
smile. One up,
Yep.
one
Yeah.
back. And it was
For
just,
sure.
Absolutely.
it was so good. Like, that was so fun. If there was a way to close that movie out and impress me, they did it.
Yeah.
Because you see someone who's been sinking the whole time and finally just said, I am this.
And
now.
then and of course then they close it with he's in the mental ward.
yeah,
right?
there's
With-
no way he's
where he gets another kill.
Yeah, which was the therapist who was the first person to deny him
Yeah.
in the movie.
Well, it wasn't the same therapist,
No. Yeah.
but it was just
Well,
a
yeah,
therapist. Yeah.
Yeah, the first person to tell him, "I got nothing for you."
And she did it though. She was like, nobody gives a shit about you.
Yeah, they don't care about you.
They don't care about
me.
They don't care about you. They don't care about me. So why the fuck? Fuck it, right? Mm-hmm. In my opinion, origin movies can be the best if done right.
Well, this was
Right.
a total revision.
Too bad Wolverine wasn't better. Which is true. I mean, we're not even going to talk about the CGI and the
There's some
atrocities.
there's some rough ADR in Wolverine too.
Oh, it's so bad.
Like, and I mean, this could spin us, like, right now we're teetering the edge. We mentioned Scorsese earlier, and maybe in a little bit, once we finish kind of this discussion on the Joker, we could talk about it. Have you heard Martin Scorsese's latest comments?
But Marvel movies being trashed.
Marvel's being trashed. They're not
cinema. Yeah.
Which we can talk about that in a little bit if y'all want.
Yeah.
But, like, it's an interesting point, because even though this does fall into, like, the superhero villain thing, 1000% this is cinema. But I'll get into that later.
Love Frosting liked Wolverine too because he was ripping all of his clothes off, right?
I mean, how
that's
could you not?
I mean,
Wow.
it's Hugh, it's Hugh Jackman. Here's the thing:
Like,
I enjoyed the movie because he was ripping his clothes off. It's Hugh Jackman.
I'm fucking ramped.
And then Lithium Ember, sanity is like gravity. All it takes is a little push. Heath Ledger from his Joker, right? So
I think this movie is not. I can't say completely derivative. It's its own element for sure.
Absolutely.
It's in its own ball field. But if you come into this movie and you don't think that they watched the Dark Knight series and just loved Heath Ledger to the point where they're like, I want to build this character off of some of these quotes. If you don't think that, you're totally deluded because it is eat up with his character.
yeah.
And I mean, and I think there are other elements pulled from different Jokers as well.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Massengale.
What's Massengale want? I would rather watch the Joker do comedy than this. Hi.
Hey, just kidding.
No.
Do we watch any DC shows like Titans? I personally have not seen a lot of the DC.
I watched
shows.
the old school Titans, the real ones, bitch.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen any of the new Titan
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm not very well versed in DC.
Yeah, I'm really. I haven't even really seen any of the Marvel.
I haven't
TV
fucking
shows.
seen Aquaman
Hello?
yet.
Oh yeah, bro. I know. I'm just playing
You
with
haven't
you.
seen
It's all good.
Aquaman?
All love.
Stone
I haven't
Cold.
seen Aquaman yet.
Me neither. Yeah.
I love Jason Momoa though.
Jason Momoa.
I just want his hair.
Aquaman. It's actually a really good movie. That's something that I think DC has finally gotten right. Okay, they've
Beast Boy.
Luther.
Beast Boy. He always gets a special a shout
Oh
out.
yeah,
when he
Beastie
goes
Boy 52. Beastie Boy 52 reacts and Shadow Soul animations. I'm just plugging all your shit today.
OG
dude.
Teen Titans was dope.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
So
the,
good.
the original Cartoon Network, Teen Titans.
This new Teen Titans Go is just
trash. It's
hot
booty hole.
garbage.
It's
The-
hot
The
dookie.
new one makes me want to shoot a show host. Tell a really bad joke.
I had a train of thought
Knock.
and I lost
Knock.
it.
You get what you fucking deserve. Blah!
No, DC animated cinematic universe, super awesome. Yes, I'll give you that because that is where my absolute favorite rendition of the Joker comes
Mark
from. Mark Hamill.
Mark
Mark
Hamill.
Hamill is
Goat.
100% the GOAT Joker.
Undeniably.
I mean, Heath Ledger was amazing and great. But here's the thing: Mark Hamill refuses to suit up. That's something. He refuses to become the Joker. He
Yeah.
does voiceover work for it all day, every day. He
Because
doesn't
everyone
care
that's done it has gone fucking crazy.
because everyone that's done it is. I mean,
Off
it
their
was
meds.
it was except for Cesar Romero because he was already off his meds, right?
and then you know Jared Leto wouldn't do a regular Joker. He was like, "I'll be the Joker, but I want to completely be something else.
Yeah.
like I'll be Joker-esque.
He was like, you know what? That Joker guy? Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna shit on
I
him.
want to be LaCroix Joker.
He's the LaCroix Joker.
I'll be a SoundCloud rapper named Joker.
There you go.
That's
And your
essentially
music's a
what's going
joke. That was so sad. And like when Wonder Woman slaughtered those kids. Oh yeah, the Flashpoint Paradox movie. That shit was rough. But then, okay, so we're
Frosting
talking.
lost her edge.
Yeah, you
Personally.
did.
Dude, for real.
She became normal.
Like,
You
super
docile
tame.
down a little bit.
you docile. Thank you.
I'm not mad at you. I'm
Just
disappointed.
disappointed. Okay, but who took on the Joker first? Cesar Romero. He was already kind of crazy, and he was supposed to be camp, right? So he wasn't really scary.
Well, yeah,
He was like comedic relief.
They didn't.
just about.
They didn't really have like think of the generation.
Yeah, the time
They didn't really
you
have the
couldn't be.
availability. Like even Jack Nicholson was a risk.
Jack Nicholson, he
But
went
Jack
deep.
was fucking awesome.
but he also went deep because
That movie, he was already crazy.
I mean, he's already crazy. I mean, because he did The Shining.
But that movie,
Fantastic.
Do you see his track record after that movie? Like with The Shining and everything before The Shining, he's just like, he's an alcoholic. He does stupid shit for the media. Whatever. He likes clout. After the Joker, though, he's like punching paparazzi, like ripping his kids in and out of limos.
But that's just it. He went off the rails, but he didn't talk about it.
No, he just went full clutch crazy.
He just went full clutch crazy, and he refuses to talk about the Joker. He refuses to talk about his time as the Joker. He refuses to pretty much acknowledge that he was in the Joker.
It's like it was
He
a dark part of his life.
It
almost.
was, which I think it probably was like a dark personal time in his life. He was
Yeah.
like, you know what, fuck it, I'll be crazy, and then he did that. And then after him, you had Mark Hamill take it on in the
Which
90s.
they talked about it, which is why Mark Hamill was like, no.
Yeah,
thanks.
no, not gonna suit up. Speaking of Wonder Woman in Earth 11, every character has a gender opposite living there, and there's an island full of men. You need directions. Favorite comic book.
There she is. We found her. Welcome back, Frosting. We found you.
And so then Mark Hamill, his laugh is the Joker laugh. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Iconic.
I mean, and then after him, you had a couple of other people to take on it in between, like for the small roles.
They
and
were
stuff.
Yeah.
They were one-offs.
Yeah,
Right?
basically.
To me, it was super clutch that he also came back and did the Asylum series.
Oh, yeah, the Arkham Asylum.
The Arkham
Oh,
series.
to
Arkham
which he
games.
did phenomenal.
Which
Yeah.
he did. And
Best game of my childhood was Arkham Asylum. Like
Yeah.
100%. I mean,
And-
I was middle teenage, but
and,
like,
and he works with Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy is his Batman.
Yeah.
If
if he's on the roster, Mark Hamill
like
doesn't
a
even read the
2-for-1
script.
deal.
if there's a script that has Kevin Conroy as the Batman,
He
Mark
went.
Hamill's like, I'm in as the Joker. Go for it.
He went on record saying if there's a project that Conroy is in, he doesn't need to read the script. Put him on the roster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's how much he loves working with Conroy. Which is, if that's not romantic, I don't know.
I don't know. That's the biggest bromance there is Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy,
Like,
man.
come on, dude.
And then after Hamill, you had Ledger, who went ham, did an amazing job.
They tried
Jesus.
to. What happened?
We'll touch on that in a second. I want to finish the thought process, then we can jump into her crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll read it out for the rest of chat. So
So they took someone. What they did with Heath Ledger's Joker is they took someone who was brilliantly smart, a fucking genius. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch the movie. He's a genius.
He's smart
He's
as hell.
incredibly smart. He's not.
just the first scene with the school bus and him taking out that bank.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
it's
smart.
It's what happens.
Yeah.
It's what could potentially happen, hypothetically speaking, if you took someone with enough brains, enough psychosis, and enough motive to just say fuck it, and no reason to hold back. That was Heath Ledger's Joker. It was someone who
He was the anarchist.
He didn't fall into a vat. He didn't like die and get resurrected crazy. He was just somebody who had a bad fucking day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was just smart enough to make everyone around him pay for that bad day.
Yeah,
And that was Heath Ledger.
that was Heath Ledger. So like Cesar Romero was the clown, right?
Yeah.
Why can't I think of his name?
Nicholson.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson was
the mob boss.
He was the mob boss. Then Mark Hamill was
He's the clown. Like,
he was the clown prince, right? Because Cesar
Yeah.
Romero was just the clown.
the clown
right?
prince of crime.
The clown prince of
There you go.
crime. That was
Yeah.
Hamill embodied that because he was crazy, but he was also still smart. But he knew how to have fun, and everything was a joke to him. But he was smart and evil, right? And now keep in mind, it is an animated series, so they couldn't get dark and they couldn't really get graphic. There were
They
some,
pushed it, though.
There were some that got dark.
That
I mean,
envelope got
they were
really
able
heavy.
to push it,
Yeah.
but it for the most part it stayed on the lighter side.
Yeah, I mean, as much as they had to.
Yeah, but I mean, but then you take his Joker from the Arkham series, all holds barred.
And then
right?
Conroy by voice and tone alone is uplifting.
Yeah,
So it's like, I think they got away with it because Hamill could bring it to such a low point for a cartoon, and then you get Conroy back in, who's like, he's the Batman, so he's dark and brooding, but he's also got this voice that just kind of reeks of justice.
It's like a voice of reason.
And comeuppance. So like, you get pulled out of that dark place really fast. So I think what they did was they teetered with the boundary line.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the dynamic between Hamill and Conroy was the reason they could teeter and not fall off.
And then you go to Ledger, and Ledger was the anarchist. He didn't care. And we've got a couple comments on that. I remember reading that he told Heath before he started The Dark Knight that he shouldn't do it. Could be misremembered. No, you remember
No, yeah,
correctly.
Tim told us about that the other day.
100%.
I'd never heard that, but I mean,
100% Nicholson went to Heath and was like, listen,
He told
this role is cursed.
He told Heath Ledger before starting filming, "Step back now. This role is possessed by demons. It will haunt you." And
it did.
Be damned if it didn't happen.
Yeah. And then he was smart enough to know that nothing really mattered, talking about Ledger, right? The only question is, why did he keep telling everyone a different story of how he got his scars? Probably
I
because
feel like that's just part of the Joker's
Because
madness.
no.
You know?
Because to share that with someone is intimacy. To share like something that private, like how he got actually defaced, that's intimate.
To share that dark of a
The
part
only
with you.
one he wants to be close with is the Batman, and that's because he sees himself in the Batman. He doesn't want to be intimate with anyone.
Yeah.
So he just keeps giving people different stories to avoid that intimacy.
It's deflection.
Yeah,
Is all
there
it
you go.
is.
That's
100%.
that's just intelligent deflection.
Yeah.
Because you're giving someone something. Because the thing about sharing intimate information like that is, if I were to tell Garrett something deep and dark about me,
Oh yeah, that's
regardless if it's true or not, if I say it confidently enough, he's gonna think, "Oh wow, he trusts me enough to talk to me about this.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Like I can trust him too." It's total manipulation. It's just psychotic manipulation.
Yeah. And
Heath
then-
Ledger is brilliant.
Heath
Okay.
Ledger is
Agreed.
brilliant. Yeah,
Agreed.
absolutely. And then you move on to
He who shall not be named.
him who did the thug, just the whitewashed garbage thug.
It's LaCroix Joker.
LaCroix
Rash.
Joker. LaCroix Joker.
That's how I'm gonna
And
think
then-
of him from now on.
LaCroix
just
Joker.
LaCroix Joker.
And then you come to this entire reimagining of the Joker
Joaquin Phoenix.
with Joaquin Phoenix, right?
God bless him,
Joaquin killed
dude.
it.
He
Amazing.
owned it.
Yeah.
He's in it now. He's in that triad of amazing Jokers.
And now
Absolutely.
I don't know if there's any truth to it or not, because I mean I should have done the research.
What?
But I've heard that initially he was like, "Fuck it, no, I'm doing a one-off."
I saw something about it today.
100%.
He is. So if you've seen about
I
it,
saw it about it today.
Joaquin has expressed interest in another one, which is just like
And their team has already said. Their team has not already said that they would do it, but that they already know where it's going to be placed years after the first movie.
Because
That's
here's the thing,
huge.
they had Ledger slated for the third Dark Knight.
Hell yeah,
The
there
Dark
was
Knight.
Bane wasn't supposed to come in the story.
No,
Like,
it was supposed to be. It was supposed to continue that story.
It was
but
supposed to be Ledger with an accent of Bane near the end, like because Bane's always a side hero.
Yeah.
Bane's never like the main
Bane's never the
guy.
main villain. Now, don't get me wrong. Tom Hardy killed it.
Oh,
the voice,
dude, yeah.
The voice was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
that was just shitty.
It was a
That
little
just-
out there.
It was just shitty.
Yeah.
It was just shitty recording and choices right there. Is all that
Yeah.
was. But all right, so we're still talking about the Joker, but it is in the Batman. And this kind of relates to Heath Ledger as well. Love Frosting. How do you guys feel about Edward from Twilight being the new Batman, Robert Pattinson?
fucking hate it.
Well, here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I think, given the direction that they're going to take with the new Batman movie,
If he's anything, if he's anything older, or if he's anything other than young Wayne, it's problematic.
no, and that's the point. That's what it is.
That's fair.
He's supposed to be young Wayne, right?
But,
He's
like-
supposed to be he's supposed to be Bruce Wayne before he becomes Batman. It's focusing more on him because Batman is the world's greatest detective. People forget about that part because he's the Caped Crusader,
Yeah.
right?
But, like-
he's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, and that's what this one's going to focus on. Now, here's the thing: before you shit on Robert Pattinson,
No. I mean, I'm here
He's
to hear
doing it.
all
What-
points.
But here's the thing: that's what people said about Heath Ledger before he took on the role of Joker. Was that that they fucking hated the idea of it. They said it was going to be trash. It was going to be awful because all he did was
Who?
like
Sorry.
everybody.
No, who taking the role?
Heath Ledger.
Ledger.
Okay.
Because all he'd done before that was like light comedy romantic roles, right? But then he took on the role of Joker, and it was the best Joker to date.
Yeah. I mean,
However, I feel like Heath's different roles from around were diverse from each other.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's right.
everything. Is it Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson.
I feel like everything he's been in, he's just been Mr. Emo, hot smolder. You know what I mean?
Oh, let me-
like,
wrong.
and I don't see it.
Let me get-
Like, to me, he's got no personality. I would take Ben Affleck again before I take Robert Pattinson.
I'll throw this in the
Like
fight
this-
though. I used to always shit on Zac Efron. Always shit on Zac Efron because he did the High School Musicals, and then he went off and he's like, "All right, I'm done with the High School Musicals. I'm just gonna be the hot guy in some comedy movies." And I was like, you're a shtick.
Yeah.
Like your whole career's a shtick. Then he did that Ted Bundy doc.
I still haven't seen that shit.
That's so good.
Is it good?
So
Oh my
he
God.
doesn't. You don't see him kill one person, but you feel it.
You know.
okay.
It's all inflection, and it's so fucking
Yeah.
good. And here's the thing about Robert Pattinson, and I'm not going to give him too much credit until I see it for myself.
That's fair. I mean, he could make me a believer.
He, in this moment, like, they've already filmed it, it's being released right now. Him and William fucking Dafoe,
The Lighthouse.
are doing a Lovecraftian style black and white horror.
Yeah, that's The Lighthouse. He was also in High Life.
Never even heard of it.
It's a sci-fi film. Good Time, which was a like dark movie. So really, all we really know of Robert Pattinson, he came to fame as Cedric Diggory and Edward from Twilight.
Yeah, primarily.
And after that, it's kind of like Zac Efron. People never took him
He got
seriously.
typecast.
He got typecast, and he's
Yeah.
in the last like 8-10 years, he's done his best to break out of that typecast. So I think he's got a shot. I really do. I think because a lot of people, Daniel Radcliffe is Harry Potter,
Put him in a box. Till he did The Woman in Black, and people were like, oh,
and
shit.
then he
Yeah.
did The Woman in Black, and people
mean,
were like, oh fuck.
I
Right?
could totally be proven wrong there. And I mean,
Yeah.
I hope I am. I hope he does a great job with it.
I think there's high
But, like-
potential for him to shit on it, though.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
But, like,
there's
I feel
high
like,
potential for him to drop a hot dude.
I'm
To
not
me-
about to lie.
To me, everything he's done has been the same character. Mr. Hot Guy, emo, smolder.
Brooding, yeah.
Like, sure, man, if that's your role, if that's what you're into, do it. But
been-
I've
he's-
never seen, like, super acting chops out of him.
Yeah.
And when you think about Batman, like, all the original comic drawings, I mean, the entire series, physique-wise,
Robert Pattinson don't got it.
he
He's-
does. I mean, unless he like super shreds and go Christian Bale and like puts on like 30 pounds of fucking muscle mass,
Straight
which
beef.
it's not gonna happen because like if you think about Batman's in the past, like Ben Affleck, if we're going recent,
Monsters.
he got
way
yoked.
too
He got-
big.
but like
yoked,
the like the half scruff and the hair and the age, it looked like what you would imagine a wise detective Batman looks
Yeah.
like. Christian Bale was a little bit younger than Affleck's version,
He
but
was
he was
shredded.
he was like fucking yo.
He was young.
He was
He
shredded.
had to lose like 20 pounds to fit in the suit.
Yeah, he
because
did too much.
Because
he's
he
a
got,
straight up swolger.
because he got like emaciated for whatever that film.
The Mechanic.
For The Mechanic, he got emaciated. I
Yeah.
mean, literally
Yeah,
emaciated.
it was bad.
A can
then-
of tuna
and
and a
then-
slice of apple a day.
And then in 3 months,
Fucking savage.
3 months, he yoked out to that.
Yeah.
And then he went to the costume fitting. He's like, "Yo, I'm here," and they're like, "You don't."
Oh, we haven't forgot about the cow comment.
Yeah, we haven't. And then he
Um,
was like, they went in to put on the costume, and he couldn't fit in it. They're like, "You've got to lose like 20 pounds.
Yeah.
We built this costume. You got to lose some weight,
Yeah, that's a
dude." He's
built to
like,
last, Duralast, bitch.
But like even going back in Batman history, like Val Kilmer's from the 90s.
oh shit, yeah.
Dude, slapping. I'm not like a huge Michael Keaton fan either way, but Keaton's Batman was, I mean, to me, Pattinson doesn't look like Batman. To me, Pattinson
you have
looks,
to be young, dude.
yeah,
You have
but
to
like
be young
even
bad.
still, like Pattinson has got like more of like, I don't know, I'm gonna be like maybe an edgelord here, but like to me, he's in like that Tom Holland vein. He's a young, good-looking guy, so he should be that young, good-looking hero. The
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Man,
He could definitely
the
be like
Flash, or
He could be a Nightwing all fucking
yeah,
day.
dude. Honestly, just off like character descriptions, I feel like he would be a solid Superman. He fits that pretty boy kind of
mean-
aspect.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
I mean,
but,
he
like,
need to buff the fuck up.
yeah,
I mean, Brandon Ruth. I don't know if y'all know who Brandon Ruth is. He plays Adam. He plays the Atom in universe or like DC Universe of Tomorrow or something like that.
No clue.
But did you ever see Chuck, the NBC show with Zachary Levi?
I think so.
He was a bad guy in Chuck.
Oh, what's up, Corey? What's up, dude?
Yeah, Corey Ball, my guy.
You want to talk about one-tone actors? I'll give you the most one-tone actor out of all of them. I'll give you both one guess each. Who's the most one-tone actor you can think about off the top of your
Kristen
head?
Stewart.
Worse.
Oh shit.
Worse than
Worse than Kristen Stewart.
Fuck.
Just
hold
think
on.
about her whole
Okay.
filmography. Like,
may
think about
may I
everything.
ask? Is it a male or a female?
It is a male. This is a
Hayden
dude.
Christensen.
No.
That's a good one.
What's that actress? Is it Cara Delevingne?
Oh, it's a dude.
Oh, you said it's a dude. I thought you
It's a
said it was a
dude.
female.
No, it's a dude.
Oh, retract that statement.
So, Cara Delevingne that's a gorgeous woman.
She's gorgeous, but her acting job
Yeah,
is kind of slack.
she's one tone for
She
sure.
said it's a guy.
It's a guy,
And it's not Hayden Christensen.
not Hayden Christensen. Worse than Hayden Christensen.
I don't even know who the fuck Hayden Christensen is.
Hayden, Anakin from Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
He's not good.
He's not good.
But this guy. All right, so here
It's
to
sad.
give you a little
It's
idea.
coarse and everywhere. And I
This
hate
dude,
it.
this dude has been in dozens and dozens of movies, and he's the same guy in every single movie. And these movies they're not night and day. Like they're in the action area.
Seth Rogen?
No action.
Oh,
Seth
action.
Rogen.
They're in the vein of action films or just dark action films, but he's the same character in every single. If you took
Jason Statham.
oh, that is a good one. No, though,
Oh.
that is a really fucking good one though.
Bruce Willis.
He's got a little bit of tone.
He's got a little bit of range.
He's got a little bit, but
More
not
than fucking
much.
Jason Statham.
more than yeah.
Who do you have?
Who is it?
You guys want to go? Hold on, let me see if I can give you guys.
All right, give us another
Are
hint.
we still in frame? I know we've kind
Yeah,
of like slid.
no, I mean, here, let me look. Yeah, no,
Okay,
I'm
right.
kind of hanging
So-
out of frame,
So
but
here, let me move back a little bit.
no, you good.
This guy, Nicolas Cage, bro, you are so close.
It's
Well,
not Nicolas Cage. Who
It's
the
not
hell
Nicolas
is
Cage.
it?
Well, here's the thing. All right, so I'm gonna give it to you. The movies that he plays in are all in the same vein. Like
Okay,
they're
all
in the
right,
same
all right. So we
genre.
got Adam Sandler, Nicolas Cage, The Rock, Steven Seagal.
Oh, The Rock is right fucking there. You are right there. You're on
Jack
the
Black.
precipice on the
No!
answer.
I love Jack Black.
I
Don't
love
get me
Jack
wrong.
Black.
Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying he's the same character in most of the
What
movies he
action
plays.
movie has he ever been in ever?
Jumanji 2?
He's in Jumanji 1 as well.
Steven Seagal is really close. In fact, Steven Seagal is making me rethink. Because Steven Seagal.
Tom Cruise would suck ass as Batman.
Agreed.
That's a fact.
Matt
big.
Damon.
All right. No, not Matt Damon. I'm trying to think of
Matt
one.
Damon was fire in the Bourne series.
So it's the same genre. He's the same character every single time. He's right in the same vein as The Rock. In fact, him and The Rock kind of teeter on the same person.
Vin Diesel.
Vin fucking.
Is it Vin Diesel?
Vin
Vin
Diesel-
Diesel sucks.
I was between Vin Diesel and Statham.
Vin Diesel is my one-tone actor. He can't do anything except be Vin Diesel.
I've never seen the Fast and Furious
can't-
movies.
he can't-
Principally because of Vin Diesel.
He cannot be Triple X. Vin Diesel.
I've never even seen that one.
The Pacifier, whatever the fuck it is.
Garbage.
Vin Diesel.
You know what? But the pacifier was actually funny.
The writing was the way they wrote the
The
script.
writing
But it was
was-
Vin
was
Diesel.
fun. But it's Vin Diesel being fucking. If you take that character,
me.
if you take the character from the pacifier and put him in the Fast and Furious, you get the same fucking character.
That's fair.
Yeah.
To be honest, I like sand because it gets everywhere. I like surprises from
Okay, before we roll too far, we've got to hit that cow comment.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. No. The cow comment. I'm sorry. We were gonna talk about that.
that.
Ice Cube. Holy shit, dude, Corey,
Ice
you are
Cube.
on one.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
Ice Cube. Ice Cube is Ice Cube every
Yeah.
single time.
Every fucking time.
Kevin Hart, he's typically the short
Oh
one.
no!
She wants
Did you find it?
Yeah. Okay. So it's like, all right. So
Island Full of Men.
yeah.
Start there.
Okay. So Love Frosting was speaking of Wonder Woman in Earth
I love how
11.
we've gone
Every
just like-
character
Well, I'm about to reel it back.
has a gender
hit music
opposite
next?
living there, and there's
Yeah,
an
I'm about
island
to reel
full
it
of
back to
men.
the
I need the directions for my favorite comic book location, right? And this Sub Abysmal was like, but why have an island full of men when you can have an island full of sexy badass women? Fair. And then Love Frosting was like, because men can provide milk from herding cows.
in parentheses.
Cough, cough. From herding cows. Cough cough.
Well played, Harlot. Well played.
Well,
if she's still here, I don't even know.
yeah,
if
no,
she's still
yeah,
here.
she's
She's
there.
still.
And you know he only does those movies to play for the Riddick movies and his D&D campaigns.
Riddick was the only time I enjoyed him, and that's still the same fucking guy.
He's coming.
Put him in a fucking Mustang.
There's coming out
same
with
guy.
Bloodshot, I think, is the new one that's coming
Vin
out.
Diesel as a soldier. Whoa.
Yeah, Vin Diesel Bloodshot.
Oh God.
Fuck
Speaking of
off.
soldiers, The 1917 film looks fucking great in my opinion.
Yeah, it does
Oh,
look
yeah.
good.
We can hit ads in a bit if y'all want as well. Or how late do y'all want to go? Like,
I mean, it's 11:15, so really, we cut off at 11, but I'm
We're pushing.
good.
All right, so check this out. You guys want to know what? And this is my segue to reel us back in. You know
Yeah.
what actor has a really, really, really good range?
Who?
Joaquin Phoenix.
boom.
He does,
I like
honestly, though.
From Johnny Cash to the fucking Joker.
That's fucking.
His role as Johnny Cash blew my fucking brain
Yeah.
apart. He did so good.
Golf clap for Johnny.
Like that silent line where like there's no background music, no background sound. It's just him and I think it's June. I don't remember which character. But he's in his Johnny Cash get up and she's like, "You look like you're going to a funeral."
Oh, that was his first wife. That wasn't June.
Yeah,
But
yeah. And he's like, "I might be."
Maybe I am.
Oh yeah, maybe I am. Dude,
Killer line.
that slaps so hard.
It hits different.
Christian Bale is also very Christian Bale. I mean, I think in The Mechanic he kind
Well,
of toned it up a little bit. Wait! We gotta go back to the Joker. We gotta go back to talking about the Joker. Damn
Alright.
it!
Okay.
We're gonna hit love frosting one more time. I dated a lot of guys in the military. They get really lonely.
Well, yeah.
Duh.
They're in the fucking desert, surrounded by dudes.
Did you sleep with their brothers? Was that what you were talking about earlier about smashing brothers? We're talking about the Joker right now.
We're reeling it back into the joke.
Tatiana, we're talking about the Joker.
Stop busting it down, alright?
Oh God. Okay, music.
Oh,
What do we think of the
fuck.
soundtrack,
Oh!
This is so vintage.
dude?
So good.
If it doesn't put you, if it
fucking-
doesn't put you in the '80s, nothing will.
I fucking love Sinatra, man. Like, there's a ton of Sinatra, and then in the scene you were talking about with the cop car,
Yeah.
they played White Room by Cream. Cream. And dude, literally the cop car turns the corner, and then Ginger Baker hits that big fill, and then the song kicks in, and it's just like, holy shit, this
The
is
timing
maddening.
was
Dude,
so
I
good.
got chills.
I think the closeout song was just capped.
Oh yeah, That's Life.
Yeah,
where
that's
he's
life.
where he kills the therapist and then walks down the white ass hallways with
right.
blood trailing behind him.
What a closeout.
Oh, Jake, what's up, Jake? That's my brother. So he killed Zazie Beetz, right? That's the girl that played the girlfriend. And see, you mentioned that outside the theater,
I
dude.
think
That
so.
to me was like, yow, right over my head
Here's the thing.
until you mentioned it.
There's a lot of people that disagree with that. I think he did because he's like, I had a really bad day, right? And then I think he kills her, right? Because he looks at her and he's like, and then he realizes that she wasn't real, right? Because he imagined his entire relationship with her, right? Mm-hmm. So,
And that scene too there, not to cut you off.
No, yeah, go ahead.
But like when he's sitting on the couch, that's the point where like you can see that
he's hit the fuck it.
He realizes, yeah, he's hitting the fuck it button, and the fuck it button. I'm gonna use that. You can tell he like hits the wall and realizes most of the shit relating to I don't know. I don't even remember her character name.
She didn't have one.
Yeah. Leading up to the girlfriend role, that it was fake because it flashes to the hospital when like she asked him for coffee, and then the actual scene is he's sitting there holding a cup of coffee, and then the scene where they're in the club, it does the flashback to the seat where she would have been seating, not in the seat,
Not there.
and
the one where he was looking at the newspapers with her. She wasn't there, right?
right. So
He's
yeah,
realizing that she's not real, and he's realizing that she doesn't actually care for him.
right.
So
it's just a
then,
neighbor.
So then, in my mind, he's like, "Why do I care for her?"
Right.
Right? So he's had a really bad day, and she's telling him to get out, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing in my apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Hello." And then, so in my mind, when he leaves the apartment, he
And
slams
dude,
the door.
not
He's
to
walking
mention-
down.
Not to mention.
That upward angle, the
she-
upward slight Dutch, I might add.
Yeah. She goes, I think you should go. And that's when he goes from like a full head turn to like a full body turn. And like his full frame opens up towards her.
Yeah, which is very suggestive. This is Joji. Hi, Joe. Hi, bud. So very suggestive that he did in fact kill her. But then, in the very next scene, he's in his apartment, laughing uncontrollably as he does whenever he kills somebody, has done something uncomfortable, is in an uncomfortable situation, right? Because that's his condition. So he's sitting there laughing uncontrollably. He's not wearing any clothes, right? Which is
Yeah.
just weird,
a
but
grody pair of drawers.
just a
you know,
crony
like,
pair of
wow.
drawers. But then you see in the background, you see and hear the lights of an ambulance go by, and then they stop at the building, right?
That.
Right, and then you hear somebody yelling in the background.
Right, when it pans up to that low angle on his face.
You hear somebody yelling in the background. So my opinion of that is, yes, he did kill her. Now,
And see,
it's
dude-
open to interpretation. People can argue that back and forth. But
That
to
like
me,
completely went over my head.
but to me, that was really his first fuck it kill.
yeah,
Right?
for sure. Because then
Because-
it's like the next day he kills his mom, right?
Because then he goes back to the hospital, kills his mom, and then the guy who gave him the gun comes over and he kills him. So that was his first fuck it kill, right? No clue.
So she tries to hit on my brother, who
Right.
is taken, by the way.
Fuck yeah. And then he's like, no clothes.
Shout out Avery.
Talking about Joaquin Phoenix, who was
Which, like,
emaciated as fuck in that
55
movie.
pounds underweight.
Gross.
Like you could see his organs.
yeah, and then
Like-
and then Subabysmal's like, "You're drunk, Frost, and go home." We have people in chat clowning.
Nah,
There
man,
we go.
don't run Frosting off. Her company's very funny.
During.
Okay, another question.
How about the fat clown guy who screwed him over with giving him the gun, acting like he didn't know about it? Oh,
Yeah, Randall.
then acting
That
like he
dude's
didn't-
that dude.
that dude's a pussy.
Can I say the C word?
Cunt.
That dude's a cunt.
Cunt.
Yeah, no, he is because he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't give him no gun because he's trying to play innocent so that way he's not
And-
culpable for the killers because it's his gun.
And I loved the fucking like revenge sweet justice that Joaquin or the Joker got as he's leaving. He goes, "Oh, by the way, Randall, I still owe you the money for that gun. Thanks." And he got like super defensive and started coming back into it. To me, that was just like a great little, just like a jab kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, and then he
when he
forgot
got
to clock
fired-
out and yeeted the
just-
fucking
It's like,
time off the
oh,
wall.
I forgot to punch out. Bah, 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 boom.
By the way, those things are bolted onto the wall.
Yeah.
I'm still into the hot hat guy. Sorry, don't worry.
He's taking Billy for now. Pfft, things can change.
I
Wow.
don't think so.
We got
Slow your roll.
I
We
believe in
got-
true love.
some. Okay. I can't even finish. I don't even know what to say to that. But thank you, Love Frosting.
Golly, that
I
shit
appreciate
sucks.
what the pear sangria.
Yeah, man, it's Garbo.
Blah, 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 blah. But no,
I believe in
it's-
true love, man.
I think
I believe Frosting
yeah,
loves
Jake.
you.
Randall was a dick.
for sure Randall was an asshole who deserved. He
yeah.
didn't deserve it, but he did.
That was
Like,
he was a moving
He
piece.
got what was coming to him.
He was a moving piece.
You get
It's-
what you fucking deserve.
It tells you.
You're right.
Bah!
Maybe that's where he pulled the inspiration.
It subtly
instead of
tells
Murray.
you why he did that, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they wanted him fired, so he did it. He was the vessel to get him fired,
Yeah.
and then he wanted his job security, so he denied all claims.
Right.
So because they had already been like, oh, he's weird, he's crazy, we don't want him around, you should fire him.
And that's just it. And going back to talking about the killing the girlfriend, the only thing that might hold water that he didn't, right? What was the motivation? Right, because all of Joker's
Fair.
killings were motivated.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Oh no! That's debunked right now.
Yeah. Because you'll probably debunk it a lot further than I will.
Yeah.
But once the Joker reaches madness in the regular storyline, he's just a fuck it, kill anything anyway kind of guy.
Yeah.
But to go back to you, I'm sorry.
He suffers from delusion of grandeur. His life in his mind is higher than what it is. In that moment where he killed her, everything is coming down slowly, but he still needs her. He's still leaning on her. She just not only
She was wrong
proved
place,
to him
wrong time.
She not only proved to him that she didn't love him, never loved him, but that she didn't even know who he was.
Ooh, okay.
He's going through psychosis and a delusion of grandeur, and just got told by the one thing clinging him to love and sanity,
Which is why he then realized that he was alone and everything, and she didn't mean a fucking thing.
and it didn't exist.
Ouch.
That's
so why
why-
don't why
so-
so she didn't exist.
So could you
why
argue?
doesn't she
Could you
not
argue
exist?
that the kill was just to get him back onto another high?
I think it was pure psychosis.
I don't think because it didn't get him to a high because he locked himself in his apartment in his undies.
But
Well,
he was
I-
laughing maniacally like
I
me.
think it was the start. I think
Yeah.
it was the start of him taking control in a way.
Yeah,
Because he's like, all
that's
right,
fair.
That's fair.
You don't love me. I need to make this right by me.
Sorry.
Karma was a bitch to
Noah
Randall.
Noble, Noah, my guy.
What's up?
Yeah,
Dude,
talk
you need to
about
swing by
Randall.
the school. We'll show you your office. Big things have happened.
Oh, yeah, big
Text
changes.
me, Noble.
Karma was a bitch to Randall.
Yeah.
He definitely got what he
That
deserved.
dude was a gaper.
Yeah.
Gaper of just an asshole.
He got it though, dude. That was a brutal way to go because
Yeah.
he didn't die until his brain got crushed. Like
Yeah.
he felt that.
Like, he felt the stab. He was there through the eye. And
And
probably
then-
like the first head slam or two.
Probably the first.
I mean,
two or
when
three of
when
them.
he reached unconsciousness, obviously it was over with.
Yeah.
But like, stabbed in the neck, you're bleeding out now. Stabbed in
Yeah.
the eye, concussion, knockout. That's a long
Done.
way to
Maybe,
go.
maybe I don't exist after all. I was in the Hat Guy's dreams before.
I
Wow.
told you I believe. Well, no, I said I rooted for you. I said I believe in true love, and now you're saying you're an apparition. Fuck you.
Okay, any last kind of like random thoughts? Just to kind of close it down, because we
Uh,
are nearing like, what, 2 hours almost?
Yeah, actually,
Little-
we've hit 2 hours right now.
There's just so much to say about this. If us rambling for 2 hours doesn't tell you that you should see this movie, I don't know what it is. Like,
Yeah.
this
Because
movie.
normally this is a 1 hour podcast.
Don't
this is
don't
normal
wait
1
for
hour
this
cast.
shit to come out on DVD.
No,
No, this
you
is a
have to see it
theater
in theaters.
experience.
This is a theater experience.
because they do so. What
Does
happened?
Hat Guy have a name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Garrett.
That's
you-
Garrett. He's been to the house.
He's Dr. Garrett Stone.
Nah, Frosty, I've been here for a few streams. He talks super highly of his girl. Oh, Sub knows me, my guy. You got my back, Sub Abysmal. I appreciate
What a
you,
dude.
dog.
What a dude.
What a dude.
What a G.
Um,
What a G.
Okay, I only had really like 2 random kind of closing thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, if somebody has seen the movie and says otherwise, prove me wrong. That's a 6-shot 38 revolver, right? He doesn't reload. So, we're counting shots, and I documented this in notes.
Yeah, because
He's on the ground.
no milk for you, Love Frosting. Listen,
He's on the ground. He rolls over, pops first dude in the head, right? Second dude in the white button-up stumbled back. Bam, bam, 2 in the chest. So now we've got 3 shots out of a 6-shot revolver.
yes.
Dude is getting up to run to the next car. He gets clipped in like the thigh, calf, something, starts a limp. So there's 4 bullets. So now, conceivably, we've got 2 shots left in the pistol.
Yeah.
Comes out of the train platform, on the platform running to the stairs. We hit him once in the back, and he kind of falls and goes into like that military crawl.
That's
he hits
5.
the stairs. Bam, bam, bam. 3 more.
6, 7.
We've got
Hey.
2 extra shots somewhere in this, and there's no real footage of him reloading. So if I'm wrong, please call me on it. But I counted 8 shots both times I saw the movie because I saw it twice.
But see, and here's the thing: he couldn't have reloaded because
Exactly.
he emptied the clip. He bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam, click, 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 click.
Yeah,
So he was gonna unload more.
yeah,
And given the time, absolutely, they would have had. I mean, they didn't. I mean, they had automatic, pistols, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
and-
but
and
a
it
little,
clearly-
but a little snub nose self defense.
It's a granny pistol, dude.
and
Yeah.
clearly, I'll be a Jones County redneck for a minute. It had to have been a double action because he wasn't hammer pulling every time. So
Yeah.
double action means you can either click and it's gonna throw the hammer, or you could pull the hammer and pop it anyway, right? So for it to be a double action revolver, yeah, the shot timing makes sense. But to me, the 2 extra rounds come up funky because the only thing I've ever seen in an 8 or a 9 shot is a 22 caliber like competition pistol.
Now, do we know for sure that it was a 38?
They mention it it's a 38 though, remember? Because in the phone booth when he calls the guy and he gets fired, and he goes, "Yeah, and Randall told me you tried to buy his fucking 38." The dude on the phone said that at the clown spot.
Oh, yeah. Movies are notorious for not keeping up with ammo, though. They are.
Yeah,
but
that's
here's,
true.
But
Like the John Wick movies do a
movie-
great job
Yeah, that's
with
what I'm
it,
saying.
but
the Wick movies,
in general,
Wick movies, because you see him. I mean, if you're, I don't know if you have ever seen Corridor Crew, right? The Corridor Crew. They do
content.
they're VFX artists, so they break down like visual effects and special effects in movies, but they also bring on like stunt coordinators and people like that to break down stunts and stuff. And they had a guy come in, a stunts and ammunitions expert, come in and help them break down the.
We're trying to do
Um,
a show.
I've made a friend.
They count down the John Wick movies. They have a stunt expert come in and point out when he drops and everything. They count shots and everything. All right, so let's see.
No!
I just noticed something cool. Hear me out. If I was in this stream, like in real life, there's only 3 spots. I have room to be on the table. On my lap,
Who the fuck is Jarrett?
Jarrett. Yeah, my name, and not Geret. You spell it like that. It's not me. Or under the table. This is just speculation.
With 3 cupcake emojis?
love frosting.
Wait,
The fucking
am I the blue one? I want to be
correlations.
the blue one.
I don't have blonde hair. Or is that because I'm like bald on the side because I just got a
on the
fade?
sides. I think I'm the pink one. I'm the fruity one. She likes the fruity pink.
Yo,
ones.
you want to know? You want to know what's kind of like really unique to me though?
What's up?
The audio mix in that movie. That was psychological too.
Oh yeah.
Because you had your main audio, you had your backing music, and then you had your background sounds. But in the mix, they weren't centered out.
No.
So like there were scenes where he was in the office and you'd hear a phone call, like you'd hear a phone ringing, but it was in the back right corner or the back left corner.
Yeah.
Things were very disorienting
directional.
and shaking.
Yeah.
Which it's off-putting because you're paying attention to the movie now, but
And then you hear-
you subliminally you're gonna recognize that because it makes you think that it's real life
And
because
I-
you're not
and I
hearing
heard-
something central.
Dude,
you're
I,
hearing it
also,
over
I
here.
heard something. I don't remember what part of the movie it was, but it came from like the very far upper
The ambulance.
left corner. Yeah,
The
And I was
ambulance
like,
comes
what the
from. Oh
fuck?
fuck, we dead.
Don't-
My bad. The ambulance comes from like the far back speakers. As it makes impact and drives through, it's full, and then as he like skids to a stop and slides, you hear it over your like left side before it comes back in full.
No, this was something really early on in the movie though.
Yeah, spatial audio is absolutely beautiful for immersion.
It was something
100%.
early on though. It like completely threw me off because it came over there like it was completely unexpected. I was like, what the fuck? I don't remember what it was. I would have to see it a second time, which I would gladly do.
I'll,
if I-
I'll probably own this movie to be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
No, 100%.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna.
It's
I
so
don't
good.
buy movies. I'm gonna buy this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Because this is one. This is one to have. Spatial audio, yeah, absolutely. Spatial audio is beautiful for immersion.
My last real thought, and this is just like a light note. Thomas Lane, son, yeet with that right straight. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
I'm-
like Joaquin, you can clearly tell he's
Dude.
like, or the Arthur Fleck, he's like down on his luck. He thinks this is his dad. That's the line he's been told.
All right, now, Thoptimus Prime. I think it's time for you to go to bed.
You right, man. You right. Tell her.
I mean, it's about time for us to go to bed too. We're wrapping up
No
here.
joke.
But like, legitimately, that oh god,
That'd have broke his shit. Just to be
Yeah.
honest.
And it did because whenever he's
He,
leaning
like,
over the
ducks
sink,
over,
when
you
he's
see that-
leaning over the sink, you see it drip on the counter. It
Like-
broke his shit.
smash that
Because
septum,
like
bro.
it showed you the
And-
fist made full contact from nose to chin.
And then it showed you that, but then also where he's leaning on the sink, right? Then the next shot is him in his apartment, leaning over his sink, and then
Beautiful
he gets
transition, by
which
the
is
way.
amazing, great match cut, and then he climbs into his refrigerator.
escapism.
Escapism.
He doesn't want to be in reality anymore.
So he puts himself in the fucking fridge, which was just fucking crazy.
and you can tell he's totally lost touch because he literally
Jesus.
he doesn't do anything articulated. He just rips everything out of the fridge
Yep.
and climbs
And
in the fridge.
and he thinks about taking one shelf out, and he's like, "No, that one can stay," and he climbs.
yeah,
Yeah.
just climbs in. Now that
Um,
to me that's for two reasons. It's either escapism because if you make yourself cold, you could sleep with body heat and you can just escape from reality, or he's hurting so bad that he wants to be somewhere cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow the blood pressure down. But I think this movie's too based around psychology for it to be any. I honestly think he's so whacked out, pain doesn't phase him.
Yeah.
Because to get in a car wreck where you've
Hi, this is Lexi.
you've got guaranteed broken ribs, you've got guaranteed broken bones, internal bleeding, internal damage, and you just stand up and
Disorienting
you
concussion.
present yourself. There's no way pain is relevant to you.
Right.
Like it's not in the forefront of your mind. So I don't think him hopping in the fridge was unintentional. I don't think it was
Yeah.
I'm so hurt. I need more than an ice pack. I think it was a.
It was a full
I-
body.
I need to cocoon.
Yeah.
Like I need to escape.
Yeah. Laz, you joined in late, man. We're wrapping up. We start typically 9:30, 10 every night. We wrap up about 11, 11:30, depending on the night, my guy. Sorry you joined so late, but we're wrapping.
There's always a playback though, at least.
Yeah, there is. You can watch the whole thing. Let's see. All right, listen, love frosting. I fucking.
Oh my god.
All right.
His dog.
Bet he can.
Really?
Bet he can take me to bed, but he can take me to bed as
No, no,
well.
no. The new
no,
one.
no. I know. And then sleep with body heat. Self-abysmal. You make a great point. Adrenaline is too high, and that much pain puts the body in shock. Yeah. So he can't really feel anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like whenever they're in shock, or whenever people are like severely like under great duress, they can pick up entire fucking cars.
Right.
Right. Because adrenaline does amazing things to the body. Now you'll pay for that later. You'll wake up the next morning and feel like you've been hit by a truck. Right. And then Love Frosting, I wish I was Lexi right now. You wish you were me petting and
You wish you were a hot dog?
a little hot dog body. So what if when Arthur got in the refrigerator and hallucinated the entire thing, he died in the refrigerator, and that's his fever dream?
Dude, that
as
would be
he's dying?
fucking metal
great
as fuck.
B-side.
I mean, but like,
And there's a ton of theories, but
There's
we're
ton of
way
theories
too
about
late
that.
into the
Yeah.
to the evening for that.
I mean, we can, if we're being honest, we could do a part 2 of this because it was so.
I mean,
good.
if y'all want to, dude, I've had a great time. Like, legitimately, would
This
love
is
to
fun.
come
Well, here's the
back.
thing: we're definitely gonna have you back.
Yeah, you
Might
got to
not-
be a reoccurring guest.
Might,
Well, I
might not
appreciate
talk,
that.
might not be about the Joker, but we'll shoot the shit, you know.
I'm down.
But yeah,
I'm
dude.
down with that action.
I would say on Facebook we're looking at 1 hour and 59 minutes.
Yeah,
So-
we're 2 hours in.
Before we do any closing out,
Big
plug,
Lane,
dude.
plug your
tell
shit.
them, tell them where to find you.
So my personal Instagram is, I believe it's Z_Big Lane. I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
But what would be super sick is if you could check me out on my photography page. It's gonna be Z
God,
Big Lane
yes.
Photos. So that's just ZBIGLANE Photos, all one word. My icon will be just a blue, like a blue circle with a Z/B, my initials. That's where you can find me, get in touch. I think I've got links to my YouTube there as well. So I've got my
Which just to go ahead and like plug again. I don't know how in frame I am or how out of frame I've been, like leaning back. I don't know. Don't really care. But like to finish up the plug, like he's really fucking good at what he does.
That means a lot, man. I appreciate
All
it.
right, because his photography shit, A+. I mean, I took some pictures. I showed him. He's like, "Oh yeah, these are cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, but they're nothing compared to his, right?"
This guy.
So definitely check out his Instagram. And is your short film that I was in up on YouTube?
Yes. So
Yeah.
I've got everything kind of except for my first real project with a camera, which is just like straight
Garbage.
up dookie. But I might upload it if we can get enough content and interaction. I've still got a rough copy, so I can throw that up.
There you go.
But yeah, I've got everything from like my first 30-second commercial spot I cut, which is just a comedy Got Milk ad, all the way up to my senior project, which
Which
Mr.
I
Mr.
started
Garrett
in.
Stone was our lead actor.
But yeah, so
Tim was on
definitely
the crew as well, so like rock and roll, man.
repeat the Insta. Here, I tell you what. Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
That way I can make sure that we get you plugged properly, my guy.
Yeah, we'll put them in chats.
Yeah. So let's search for.
Z Big Lane Photos.
Let's see. Z. Yeah.
There it is.
All right. So Z Big Lane Photos. So we're
I'll
just
put that shit in the camera, cuz.
yeah. So we're just looking at. For those of you in
A follow would be very much appreciated. There's still not a whole lot of content. I'm
Yeah.
shooting with school cameras for a little bit, but I've personally just got my own
Yeah.
G7 mirrorless, which is it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm still learning kind of the ropes with it, but
And
definitely putting a ton of content coming up. So stay tuned.
And then his personal, if you want to follow him there and keep up to date on his life and what he does, is Z_Big Lane. Put those in the Twitch chat. For those of you on Facebook, I'm sure you can find that. It's Z Big Lane Photos and Z_Big Lane. But no, most definitely check out his shit because it's good.
I appreciate it, man.
I take pride in what I do as an editor, as a post-production person. He puts me to fucking shame. All right, so
He's too humble, man.
I'm really not, but definitely go check him out. Tim, what you want to plug?
I am but
Since
a
we-
mere performer.
Since we plug our stuff every day, what you
Watch
got?
the Context Cocktail, you bunch of bitches. I got fucking weeks and weeks to plug TNC, so.
Yeah,
Oh, I got my solo channel coming soon.
you do. Yeah,
Tim
Nice.
time.
Tim time.
Fuck yeah.
And as I mentioned to our lovely lady in the chat, Love Frosting,
Frosting, baby.
you can find me. You can find my
was
professional page.
I tried. I tried to match that energy.
You can find me on Instagram at Anchors Dawn. That I'm gonna plug that one. Anchors.
Did you say
Dawn, right? Because I am a musician. I do music as well. Tim's a musician as well. But I've already released one album. I'm working on an EP right now. That I'm trying
Don't
to
do it.
I'm trying to build a story with the EP. So it's taken longer than the last one. And I'm pushing content and stuff on my YouTube as well. YouTube, it's just Garrett Stone. Facebook, you can find me, Garrett Stone. It's just my name, dog. Like, that's all I got.
Facebook, you can find me there as well.
Professional, Yes,
Yeah,
but not professional
yes.
as in porno, you bitch.
Yeah, and just
Come
got
back
the
next
camera.
week.
Yeah,
Please, listen, we're clowning on you. We're giving you a lot of shit, but you know what? This is the interaction that we like. This is fun, right? So if
It also takes time to build a catalog that you want.
Yeah.
You have to cultivate art. You just don't create shit.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I
And
create shit.
I'm very particular about what I put out.
I create shit and post it anyway because sometimes I just need an upload for the week. But
I'm not
most of
memeing,
my
I'm bleeding, bro.
most of my shit's pretty good. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and plug my last video I did. Did y'all watch the Curious George movie? Like when it came out with Will Ferrell like
Not a
years ago.
chance.
Negative.
Dog, it's actually a really cute movie. But the guy that
Dog.
dog. But the guy that did the music, Jack Johnson, he's
Awesome. Just
Yeah.
awesome musician.
do you like Jack
I
Johnson?
love Jack Johnson.
I
yeah.
did an upside down his cover his
Yeah.
upside down. I did a cover of
Enjoyed
that
it.
one.
Enjoyed it.
It's one of the better ones that I've put out. So go check that out. It takes time to get milk as well. Listen, Love Frosty.
Oh, I have a sex shop video you would freaking love, dude.
Bruh.
Killer video. It's awesome.
I just realized that it appeals to her specifically.
It does. Hold on. We
we
finna
about to hit a direct link in this joint.
we about to put a direct link in this bitch.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about it. You're a sex fiend. I treated your people for like 10 months.
Yeah. we gave
That
you
was
what you
awesome.
needed. Hello? A problem occurred? Yeah. All right.
What?
All right. So I
YouTube
can't.
be bugging.
YouTube has been bugging out on my computer for a while.
But you could always just link it on your the Facebook page.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we're totally gonna link it on the Facebook page.
Yeah, dude.
That husky is a beautiful baby boy. The TNC Sex Emporium video is fantastic. Sub Abysmal knows what's
Gang
up.
shit, dude.
Yeah. But no, absolutely, guys. It is 11:45. We are fucking outie. So
We've been
thank
the
you.
Context Cocktail, you bitches.
Thanks for coming in, and we'll see you bitches next time.
Stage left or right.
Doesn't fucking matter. Stay thirsty.